gonna go early. Just give me a second.
Nose forward on the 6. Command Toga, SRS runway, auto thrust is blue. 80 knots, thrust set. 5500. 31. Rotate.
The sun is rising. Well, hello again. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Man, I was hoping I could get the countdown finished just in time. The sun is rising. Look at this. This is real time in Louis. Look, I had a perfect shot. I had this one. This was going to be the intro shot, but then I saw the sun rising. There was an Alaska 7-3 pushing back, so I moved the camera over. Real time, real weather out in the Hawaiian Islands. Man, today's going to be a fun one. Mix it up a little bit. We haven't flown out here in quite some time, so we're going to do 2 legs today. We're going from PHLI to Honolulu, short flight. We're just taking the outstation aircraft back into Honolulu. We're going to load up, and then from there we go over to Hito, PHLI, PHTO. I can't remember. But 2 legs, short flights. This one's a real short flight. We're going to be stuck at 11,000 feet. As we head over there, basically VFR. We might just hand fly this leg all the way there just to see what's up with that. But good to see everybody here in the chat. Infi and Peter DR, Blackbird Controls in the house. Blackbird Controls, good to see you, man. We'll talk about those here in a minute. Callie Simmer, always a pleasure. Good morning to you. Tyson's in the house. McAllen, what's up, man? Bombtech, get out of here, man. Good to see you. AJ Funari, test flight crash in the ocean. You're a tad salty. AJ, what's going on, man? Mick Shiggity Pilot, welcome up. Good to see you here. Look at those wings. McSiggyPod, I appreciate the support on the channel for quite some time. And also Digital Merc getting his wings today. Fantastic, fantastic. Excellent stuff. You know what? I'm actually going to be in Boston Friday. Saturday? Friday. Can't remember. Friday or Saturday, one of the two. Maybe we should do a flight out there before I go back to work. Kyle Ferris, 15-month support. Good to see you. Could we do a TOB takeoff for Max Juice? Is that the one where we juice up the thrust even more than TO? I think so, Kyle Ferris. I think we shall give that a try today. Maybe not out of this airport. Maybe out of Honolulu. I don't know. We'll see. Why not? Maybe we'll do them both. Who knows? All right, y'all. Benny, the route is not updated. Daggone, why do you guys always have to do that route command when I don't have it ready? It's the worst command ever. I will edit that. I don't know. I'll actually go like this. Let's do PHLI, PHNL, PHTO, I believe, is where we're going. Let me update this here for Nightbot. All right, we're back. That should be updated. Get Aveo Premium back up. That's all good to go. And all right, let's go ahead and reset the drone cam here. Sun is rising. It's a beautiful day here in Hawaii, huh? Look at this. Look at this. JJ Stevens, thank you for the $5 super chat, my man. Appreciate you. Not sure if you still have the issue. If you unbind fuel cutoff switches from the Quadrant, that will fix the drone engine cutoff issue. What? I have never heard that, JJ Stevens. That's awesome. Well, I will have to try it. Well, actually, I may not because I like my fuel cutoff switches bound. But maybe you have to try that. But thank you for if you guys in chat, if you have the same issue. So if you have your start switches bound, that apparently is what's causing the generators to cut off when you're in drone mode going back to the aircraft. So cool. Thank you, JJ Stevens. Appreciate the $5 super chat and getting a little bit of knowledge out there too, because that could definitely help. If you're doing a drone cam up in cruise and you go back to your airplane and all of a sudden you're off generator, that's exciting. Temporary fix indeed. Hopefully, we will get a update here for the iFly Max. Now, we don't. This is still the original version here. We don't have the updated version here, but this is a perfect opportunity to explain why I wanted to fly this airplane. You guys know that I love using my Throttletek G-Max replica Quadrant. Well, until we can get an auto throttle lockout, which is supposed to be in the works, I believe, for the next update, potentially, I've resulted to go into the Bravo just for this flight. And it's a perfect opportunity to share with you the Blackbird Control 737 levers, which, y'all, if you have the Honeycomb Bravo, which I've said it many times, as we get ready to go into holiday season here, the Honeycomb Bravo is one of the most versatile pieces of hardware that you can have for your sim. You can configure the Quadrant to be whatever you want it to be. So with that said, there are a ton of mods on the market that you can buy to have different throttles and grips and stuff. And I've bought several of them, and I've bought from several different companies. And I can tell you right now that these from Blackbird are the best quality, made in the USA levers that you can get. I have a set of MD-11 levers that I haven't even used once because it's already, one of them's already broken basically on delivery. It was dead on arrival. So, we're going to be looking at these in cruise. The link will be pinned at the top of the chat box if you want to take a look and get an order in. Very fairly priced considering the market value and the quality of these. These are full size, big boy levers. And actually, when I hold them up next to my Throttletek, the G-Max Quadrant, which is a replica 737 Quadrant that we've flown on this channel, they are the same size. It's crazy. It's like it's full blown right out of the airplane. So take a look at them and just go ahead and click that link at the top of the chat box if you want to go ahead and see some more details. There's a really cool picture of the levers right next to the real 737 Quadrant. Somebody, I guess a real pilot, bought them and brought them to work, and you could see how one-to-one they actually are. And it is there's a lot of guys in the Discord that already have them. I haven't heard any negative feedback. And the day I was able to use them for the first time, I knew there would be no negative feedback. I mean, they're awesome. So you cannot beat them if you have the Honeycomb Bravo. I guarantee it. So shout out to Blackbird. Thank you, my friend. He says, you can see the competitor sells out a set for the same price, no free shipping, and half their buttons don't work. That is correct. I have so my MD-11 levers, the reverser does not work, and then the disconnect button does not work. And I've never even used them one time. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But the MD-11 is dead to me anyway. So we got 2 legs today. They're rather short. This is going to be like a 25-minute flight over there. I think we'll hand fly it, and then we're going to head up further up the island chain. So let's go ahead and get this airplane fired up. We do have GSX courtesy of our good friend Key 6. And before I do that, let me go ahead and connect the ground power here. Let's go ahead and initialize flight. We'll do that. And payload performance, no. Oh, so it's been a minute. Systems page, sim menu, doors, ground support, and electrical power connected, set. Thank you. All right, battery switch is coming online. Let's go ahead and go right into ground power. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and arm the emergency exit light. Let's juice up our panel brightness here. Wake up the 737. She's cold and dark, and she's getting ready for a couple of different legs today. Andre Henry, good to see you, my friend. Do all the buttons such as auto throttle and Toga switches work? Yes. Mine that I got from Etsy do not. Andre Henry, I can confirm, and you'll see them live today, that the buttons do work, and they're actually a higher quality button than some other competitors out there that you pay more for. So they both work. The throttle reverse levers work. They're all bindable buttons. Absolutely. Absolutely. Both Toga and auto throttle disconnect and reverse. So Smoky Mountain Simmer says, my Bravo wires are not working for reversers. Have to take part fix. Oh, no. You know, I've heard of several instances. Where's this dome light in here? I know there's a dome light. Let's go dim. That's bright. Let's go dim. All right, let's go ahead and get enough. I've heard of several instances of some people's Bravos having issues, and I just think it was a quality control issue, unfortunately, because my Bravo, knock on wood, has been pretty much flawless since I've had it, but I have heard of people having issues, and I think that just stems back to the original Honeycomb having their own problems. So we are filed at 11,000 feet. We'll go A's on, B's off for A's off, B's on for southwest ops. Get our window heat powered up here. We don't have any APU up and running yet, so we'll just leave that as is. Let's go ahead and get the cabin utilities and IFEs. We'll run this on ground power. That looks good. Left forward for the APU. Once we juice that sucker up, we'll clear the caution. And now we can start working down here in the box today. I watch on TV. It's as big as if we were on the plane. Scotty, awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for inviting me into your living room or your bedroom or wherever. Well, that sounds weird, but wherever you have that TV set up, my man. Appreciate you for spending a little bit of time with me today. Appreciate all y'all. Let's go ahead and get some more background lighting on before we do some more of this. We need some more juice lights here. This airplane's got some real good juice, so we want to make sure we have the appropriate juice settings. Oh yeah, that looks good. Take a look out here at the wing. I do love this livery, the Amua 1. Oh, look at that US Airways 319. Blast from the past, man. Blast from the past. Love seeing that livery. All right, let's go to ident, pause and knit. We're going to take GPS left, bring it back, paste you their route. Today we are southwest, 357. We'll put that in the flight number. We'll request the flight plan. While we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and go back to payload performance. Get ready to load up our weight and balance. Textures are very good. You know, it's looking at every time I go to this overhead view is when I realize, man, this airplane's got some really nice checks, really high quality texturing work. It really, really does. And that is a testament to iFly, because this was a P3D product. And a lot of times you see developers bring their P3D aircraft over to Microsoft Flight Sim, and you can tell that they didn't take full advantage of the sim. That is not the case with the iFly. So all right, we'll activate and execute that since we're there. We'll leave that be as is. Let me finish up some semantics over here with our weight and balance. So we still have to import these manually. Passengers going over. We're taking a full boat today, 178. Everybody's going to the main island to go to work, so we'll go 178. Cargo aft. We've got 10,300, so we got to spread it out here. We'll put 5,000 up front. And then we will put 5,500 in the, or actually 5,400 in the aft. There we go. That looks good. Our fuel, our block fuel, 6.3. We'll take an extra set. Let's take 7,000 total. 7,000 total. And then we will set fuel, set payload. Done. That is considered done. With that all loaded up, let's go ahead and finish our initialization here. Perfinit. And actually, let's go ahead, since we do have GSX, let's go ahead and start the boarding process as well. Go ahead and request the boarding, please. They're going to hook up the tow bar as well. I have my Honeycomb Alpha and Bravo for 3 years, no issues at all. Yeah, and that's good to hear because I'm in the same boat. I've had no issues, like I said, knock on wood with the Honeycomb. But there is a large group of people that have had issues with Honeycomb, which is unfortunate. Blackbird Control says, thank you for taking the time to show off my products and everything you've done for Blackbird already. You're the man. Hey, Blackbird, I appreciate you. And that's very kind of you. Thank you, sir. But look, I've said it before, y'all. When I'm so passionate about flight sim, and when I find something that I am very excited about, I just want to share it with y'all, whether that's an airplane that's coming out or maybe that's like a niche scenery like the one out there south of San Juan, I'm drawing a blank, Ponce, like flying in there, you know. So these little niche things that pop up, as Turk in the U.S. likes to call them, and when they're exciting to me, I love to share it with you. So these control levers, I've been buying throttle quadrants and levers for probably 5 years. You know, it all started when I tried to make the most replica Airbus cockpit I could get. And I got to take a shout out to Throttletek. He was one of the first hardware companies to want to do any type of partnership with me, and I wasn't even a large channel. He took a chance on me, and we've had a good time. And I think it's a good mix because there's different clientele, right? There is a clientele that is looking for replica quadrants like Throttletek, and then there's a clientele that has a Honeycomb Bravo and they want to just make their setup a little bit more diverse. Maybe your prime airplane is an Airbus, right? And you've got yourself a Flightbox V3 or something. That's your bread and butter. But you still like to fly other airplanes and you kind of want to have some diversity with your throttles. That's where the Honeycomb Bravo comes in and just fits that perfect little market. GSX is resurrected. It sure is, courtesy of, oh my gosh, look at this view, y'all. GSX is resurrected. Oh, that window's in the way. Is resurrected courtesy of Key 6. I was trying to get this perfect view here. I'm afraid if I go into drone, it'll knock us off bus. Look at that. The sun reflecting off the first officer's windscreen right there. Goodness. Matt Pacobo, thank you for the 10 months support, man. When do you use radio versus baro minimums? Cheers. Radio mins for us, we use that when we are doing a Category 3 approach only. So that would be on an ILS precision approach, and we're using Category 3 minimums or Category 2. So there is a Category 2 ILS. There's a Category 3 ILS, commonly referred to as an auto land. You can auto land off of Cat 2 though if you want to in the Airbus. But Cat 2 and Cat 3 are when we use radio minimums in the A320 series. Everything else is baro min. Even Cat 1 ILS is all baro min. The fly-by-wire 380 will be a nightmare on VATSIM. Imagine 84 of the freeware birds on every single bigger and every single smaller airport. I know, dude. Can you imagine? I think, where should we go for our first 380 flight? I think we should go from, like, Miami to Ponce and, like, fly a 380 into Ponce or something. How do you decide which category? Paro would be awesome, Swarm. How do you decide which category to use? AFN, it will depend on the weather conditions, okay? So if it's just a Category 1, which is 200.5 mile, so this is common when you start flying on the West Coast, you know, we get that fog layer, marine layer moves in LA, something like that. 200.5, if it's right at 200.5 in the ATIS, we'll probably set up and prepare for a Cat 3 just in case we don't see something. That way you don't have to go around. If it's, 300 and a mile and improving, or 400 and above, we just set up, brief the Cat 1 ILS, and you'll break out at minimums and good to go. So when the minimums are right at or below Category 1 minimums, then we will set up for a Category 3. The only time you will do a Category 2 approach willingly is if you have some type of mechanical issue that's prohibiting you from doing a Category 3, so your aircraft is downgraded to Cat 2 only, or the type of approach available is only a Category 2. Maybe they don't have some type of rollout guidance or whatever it may be that they cannot allow Category 3 approaches, and it's published as a Category 2 only. That's when you would do Category 2. So Cat 2 is kind of that that middle ground that's not super common. I'd say Cat 3 is probably more common than Cat 2. And you've seen it before. I've had issues in the bus where you have a mechanical in the airplane. You get to the airplane and there's a big yellow sticker. It says aircraft downgraded Category 2 only, meaning that wherever you go, no matter how bad the weather is, you better make sure you can get in on a Cat 2, which has a 50-foot alert height. So you got to see something at 50 feet. Even though the airplane can auto land on Category 2, you still got to see something at 50 feet. Whereas Cat 3, depending on the category, you don't have to see anything. You can literally land 0-0, no visual references at all. Zippy, good to see you, my man. What's going on? Got my pumpkin spice latte here. LA to Sydney, 44K, and 380 does it in real life. Oh, man. Should we take the 380? Well, we're going to have to do a proving round, Zip. We have to do a proving flight first. You know, we'd have to make sure everything is working properly. Maybe a short flight, and then go for the big dog flight. All right, 0 fuel weight, that's theirs. Reserves, we'll take 1,000, 21, 11,000. That looks good. N1 takeoff. Should we do the TO bump? Here we go, chat. We have enough viewers here today. It's up to you. I've never done it, okay? I've never done it. But if you want to see a TO bump where we get extra juice, we're going to need 250 likes before takeoff. So that's the goal. That's our standard goal here at V1 Nation, 250 likes before takeoff, and we will do a 29K bump. If not, we'll do 28. We will do flaps 5 for departure, 5.46 on the trim, 36, 37, 49. Let's finish up our MCP. We'll set 11,000 feet here. We'll do V2 plus 10 of 159. 159, that is set. Flick the flight directors on. 1, 2 will be LNAV. Actually, no, will be VNAV. We got to set up the rest of our box. Let me go ahead and set this up. Departure. Winds here are, let me just do a cheat here real quick. 260 at 5. So let's go over here. Menu, terminal charts. Oh, what? We got to do this again. PHLI. No, hold on. Menu, airport map. Let's do this one. Can I move it? Can I zoom it out? Alright, I guess we will do, I guess we'll actually... Let me find Navigraph here real quick for our departure. Oh my goodness. Blackbird controls. Spreading the love to the channel, dropping 20 gifted memberships. Blackbird is going crazy. I might need to get a Bravo throttle now. Oscar, I think you might, my friend. I think you might. Blackbird controls, thank you so much for a 20 gifted membership to the channel. Guys, get some positive rates in there for Blackbird Controls. Not only making good products and sharing them here with us on the channel and the Flight Sim community, but he's also sharing it with V1 Nation, getting some additional members here. That's too kind of you. Really, really appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so much for that. I'll pause the alert box here for a minute because it's going to take a second to get everybody through. I thought I felt my sim bog down. All right, we're going to blast off. Runway 21 is what we're going to take. So let's go ahead and come back here. We're going to select 21. And for the SID, let's look here. SIDs are going to be Kauai 2, DA, Rishi. We'll do the Rishi 3 is what we're filed on. Rishi 3 to book. Rishi 3, execute, leg page. There we go. Vectors to book. Lehigh. Well, we're not going to come back to Lehigh, are we? Hold on, we got to look at this. Let's go to plan mode here. I don't like what GSX did with our... Alright, so there... Wait a second. Vector to book. Okay, there we go. Now we'll go departure, arrival, Honolulu. What's the famous runway? The reef runway? We want to land on the reef runway in Honolulu. That would be 8 right. That's a long taxi. Let's do 4 right. We'll land 4 right, ILS 4 right. And then we'll take it off of Hare, execute. Cool. Now we'll come back here, book, then Hare. That looks good. I like that better. I like that. I don't like how this is like no man's land. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of that disco. Put you right there. Alright, I like that. Alright, that looks good. Our flight plan is complete. Put you back on the map page. We'll zoom the range back down. Let's see. Winds requests. We'll do that, sure. I won't really need it though, because it's going to be a super short flight. That all looks pre-flight complete. Alright, we are pretty much set to go. Let's fire up the APU. Left forward is on. Starting the APU. I'm going to get back here, unpause the alert box. They're landing 8 left? In Honolulu? Okay, well we can do 8 left too. That's fine. We'll do a visual 8 left. Thank you again, Blackbird Controls. That is very, very kind of you, my friend. Lucas Bunkton in the house with the 10. What were they? Iceways? Yassies? Riceway. The 10 Riceways? I forget what they were. Thank you, man, for the $10 super chat. Just passed my psychiatric exam yesterday and have the psychological today. Then just get the medical next week. Awesome, man. One step at a time, dude. On Sunday, I'll do my first discovery flight. Very cool, Lucas Bunkton. Keep us updated of your progress. And thanks again for the support, man. And don't worry, I haven't forgot about the Total Cargo 727. I haven't forgot. On Airbus single-engine taxi-out, can you start engines while moving? Yes, absolutely, Miles Johnson. Sometimes on go-home leg, we'll get rolling on 1, then just start 2. Because we don't want to sit there and start 2. We just want to get rolling and start 2. Back with my fruity beverage just in time for APU start. Well, I hope you caught that because that sounded pretty dang juicy. All right, APU is on bus. We'll go 1, 2. That looks good. Let's go ahead and get rid of the ground power. That looks good. We'll go back. Very cool. And let's go ahead and get everything else configured. We'll get the APU bleed on. We'll turn these off. Boom. I'll get some air conditioning in here. We still got the doors open. We got the probe heats up. That's fine. We'll move you to APU gen. Put you on battery. Another amps. Cool. Put you right there. Fuel pumps on as we get ready for engine start. Seatbelt sign can come on since we've done fueling. 11,000 is set for top altitude. Cruise wind uplink ready. I don't remember where it was or where to import the wind. Alright, we'll load up the wind, I guess. That looks good. Put this back on the takeoff page. How are we looking outside? We are pretty much done, right? Are we done boarding? How's the iFly? I haven't followed it super closely. Systems wise, it's close, A-Rot. The next update I think is going to be the best one. So it's interesting. My biggest observation after flying it a couple times now is, and this is supposedly fixed in the next update, is the spool time of the N1s. They are way too fast. Way too fast. And that has been addressed for this next update. They just haven't dropped it yet. A couple other fixes too that are coming. It's a pretty substantial update that's supposed to be releasing soon, TM. But as far as, comparing it to the PMDG, we did a comparison flight. We flew back-to-back legs, but one in each, and the PMDG is no slouch, man. It's no slouch. This one definitely has this one just feels more juiced up, or like more Microsoft native. Like the textures are a little bit crisper, the sounds are better. And when we get some of these updates going in here to kind of bring everything else up to snuff, I think it's going to be a really good airplane. Yeah, A-Rod for sure. It's Definitely going to be competing with PMDG. I think especially after we see this next update. So, all right, everything has been updated. Cool. That looks good. I think we're ready to go. Prepare for pushback and departure. Boarding completed. Departure clearance requested. Let's go ahead and get the hydraulics on for push. Yaw dampers on. We need to go nose right, tail left. Let's get the anti-collision on. And are we ready? Let's get out of here. Let's make a radio call.
Release parking brakes, please.
Lee traffic, Southwest 357, pushing back. Departing 2-1. All right, brakes are released.
Release parking brakes.
I think, right? No, our chocks are still on. Uh-oh. We need to go down here. We need to go to systems
Release
page.
parking brakes, please.
Nose, left, right, set.
Commencing push.
There we go.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Here we go. Dougal says you've had some VNAV issues. Yes, there actually that I've heard of that. I actually watched Full Flap Sim. He did some. He's a 7.3 driver, and he did. He mentioned some of the VNAV is a little bit off as well. So I think Flight Deck to Sim said that this airplane is in a better state than when PMDG released. I think right now it's pretty clear PMDG is still ahead of this airplane, but it's been out much longer, right? So I'm very excited to see what this next update brings. Carlito, good to see you, my man. John the Copter, V1 watch for landing in Pero. Landed like a true professional. Salute to you. Hey, that was a fun stream yesterday, y'all. Thank y'all for being part of that. That was a ton of fun, taking the 777 into Pero, Bhutan, and it was exciting. There's been maybe a handful, maybe 5 or less approaches that I've done on stream where my heart starts beating in the middle of the approach, and like I start to feel the adrenaline, like, man, I cannot mess this up. There's like 500 people plus watching, and just like the stress gets real. And we were making the circle in Pero yesterday, and right as we were about halfway through the turn, I was getting a little antsy because there was a lot of terrain right in front of us. So I pulled back on the yoke just a little bit, and that was a no-no. I saw that tiger tail come up, and right there, that's when the adrenaline started dumping. But we pulled it off. We pulled it off. Unfathomable. Thank you for the $10 super chat, my friend. Hello, Captain. Just landed in New York City from a tormenting 17-hour flight from Hong Kong, Cathay A350. So your stream is much welcomed. Well, Unfathomable, welcome to the US of A, my friend. And thank you for joining us here. Welcome on board. Enjoy your time in New York City. Thank you so much for that $10 super chat. I bet that A350 was pretty nice, right? Cathay A350, that's got to be pretty sweet. All right, are you guys ready to start these engines up? This is the best part of the sim. I love starting up Force Audio Works. Make sure the sim sounds are all the way up. Sim sounds are up. They should be good. You get everybody's concurrent that the sim sounds are good?
Unlocking gear.
All right, unlocking gear. Let's go ahead and ground 2. Beacons on, pumps on. Here we go. Turning 2. Shh, 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 shh.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Wait. It helps if you turn on the daggone bleed, man. What a rookie move. That's okay. Jablino came in here trying to saboteur the start. Thanks for the $5 super chat, my man. Appreciate you. Let's go ahead and turn on the, let's turn off the packs. Let's go ahead and do this. Actually, no, we don't need those on. But if we turn the packs off, that's open, that's open. Okay, shh. Here we go.
Clear to start engines.
Ooh, so good. I love it. We got a good start on number 2. Let's start number 1 from the outside, shall we? Oh, I can't because I'll be on generator. I guess we could do it from right here, maybe? Let's try it from this view. Let's see if it's close enough. Let's go ahead and start engine number 1. Here we go. Gotta wait for the motoring to go away. There we go. So much juice. So much juice. Chris PT6, thank you for the $10 super chat, man. Juice sounds, I totally agree. Congrats on your first super chat here on the channel, man. Appreciate you. Very, very kind. And Lucas, yes, bleed off happened to all of us from time to time. Hey, I'm an Airbus pilot, man. Auto starts, baby. Auto starts. All right, Gen 1, Gen 2, Cont. Let's go APU bleed off. You on, auto. That's set. Probe heat checks. And double checking my work. All looks good. Matt looks good. I guess I'll leave you on. Gen 1. Let's go ahead and kill the dome light. We'll leave the circuit breaker panel on a little bit there. All right. Now flaps 5 is going to be 1, 2, 5. 3 clicks. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Perfect. I love how the sounds are matched up with the airplane, right? Like the flaps move when the sounds are moving. Like it's sometimes you get add-ons where they're kind of mismatched and it's a little bit off. But appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, John the Copter. 5 memberships to the channel. John the Copter, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships to the channel. If you pick one up, make sure you shout them out. Say thank you. And AJ Funari dropping in the $3 super chat. Boris, Slay the Sounds, the anti-brown note. Yes, right there at the end, dude. That is just absolutely juice. Let's go ahead and do a flight control check. That looks good. That checks out. We are flaps 5. Brakes released, trims are set. Go ahead and APU is coming off. Let's do a super fast takeoff config check. That works. Let's go ahead and taxi out. Lehigh traffic Southwest 357 taxi 21. Taxi lights coming on. Let's go, chat. Yeah, see, we need that spool time adjustment, which has been reported as fixed in the next update. We're just waiting for it to drop. Cannot wait. Jeremy Harvey, I agree. You cannot get better flap sounds, my man. You definitely cannot get better flap sounds. I'm going to spin my heading bug around to 210 since we'll be departing off runway 21. 210 is set. We also need to go LNAV, VNAV. 11 is set. Arm the auto throttle on the taxi out. And I love this. I mean, look, I have pretty big hands. I mean, this is a massive, this is real life 1-to-1 throttle levers here. It just adds so much immersion without even looking at my throttles. When I just put my hand over here, most 7.3 guys, when I see them taxiing around, this is how they have their hand. They have right on top of the quadrant. They don't really taxi around like this too much. At least the guys that I've observed. And I can see why, because it's almost easier to grip it from up here. You only need a little bit of thrust to get rolling. Leah traffic, Southwest 357, crossing runway. Oh, disregard. We're taxiing 2-1. I thought we were crossing runway. We're just going to back taxi here. Jose Meja, thank you for the $4 coffee sticker, man. Appreciate you, dude. $4 super sticker. That'll go right into the next pumpkin spice latte, my man. Appreciate you. Am I on CTAF? I'm on 22.8. Let's do a Magic Barrel ref update while we're at it. 29 or 9 or 8 is set. I need to turn the cabin lights off. Is that a Philippine A319? That must be Infian. I need to turn the cabin lights off. They're kind of bothering me. But I have to go back to the flight attendant panel. We are going, we're doing our first leg here. It's a short flight over to Honolulu. We might just hand fly this one all the way there, chat. What do you guys think? Remember, if you want to see a TOB takeoff, we need 250 likes. And with the Boris audio works, I would love to see what that sounds like. I've never done a TOB in the max. Bill's Mafia, good to see you, man. How you doing? Bill's Mafia, did you see that Hopkins got traded to the Chiefs? Dude. How can the Chiefs get any better, man? DeAndre Hopkins to the Chiefs. Good night, AFC. All right, 18-9 CTAF's up. Thank you. For full power, you have to go no engine bleed instead of no packs. Okay, so we'll go no engine bleeds. Well, that's only if we hit 250 likes. And we're super light. We'd be a rocket ship out of here. But I don't know if you guys are going to hit that light goal. If we hit it, we will go engine bleeds off TOB, super light. We only have 7,000 pounds of gas on board. This thing will be doing 6,000 feet a minute probably. Here we go. Listen to this. Watch this slow down. Watch this. I'm going to hit the brakes. Oh, I love that. I already killed the APU, Javier. We'll have to do a packs off bleeds, or have to do a bleeds off, APU off. I agree, Bomb Tech. Key 6, we're not talking about the Chiefs today? No, we're not going to talk about them today. 350 smooth. Exclamation point Blackbird. Exclamation point Blackbird, or you can click on the link pinned to the top of the chat box. That is for these throttles here. These are the Blackbird 737 control levers. V1 up front making woodpeckers. Woodpeckers, that's right. What are we crossing here? We're crossing a... Must be a crossing runway threshold. There it is, yeah. Look at this livery, though. That is pretty juice. A little bit of wing wobbling out there. Love that. Alright, hold on. Who's texting me? Alright. Let's line her up. Did we hit 250? We did not. Unbelievable. We did not hit 250 likes.
Approaching 2-1.
Alright, that's going on. It's drove and steady. Let's go. We're doing a TO, standard TO, packs on takeoff.
Approaching 2-1.
Yeah, traffic at Southwest 357 taking off runway 21.
New traffic Southwest 945 lining up behind the departing company 1037. Testing runway 21 via Bravo. Goodbye.
We're going right towards a mountain. We hit 250 now? Oh.
2-1.
Okay. Since I'm feeling in a good mood, courtesy of Blackbird, even though you guys were a little late, I guess better late than never, huh? Alright, so let's hold position here. Let's reconfigure for a TOB. So let's go back, perf takeoff. Hold on, that's index perf takeoff. Let's go back to our route takeoff. How do I reset? Can I reset that? Perf. There we go. N1 limit. TOB 29K bump. V speeds deleted. Or check V speeds. 36, 37, 49. Trim 6.51 units. That looks good. Packs off takeoff. So left bleed, right bleed off. Let's go. This is going to be juicy. Oh boy. Auto throttle's coming on. Spool them up 50. Oh yeah, RTO. Thanks, Dougal. We might need that in case we blow an engine on this. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Yoga's in chat. Set thrust levers to yeet. Are you ready? Yoga.
Zero traffic Southwest 945, lining up, runway 21.
Oh my word. Oh my word. Get back on the center line here. 80 knots, thrust set. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Fly with. Oh, they didn't arm. Why is it armed? There we go, N1. Oh, I forgot the yoke cam. My bad. I feel like it didn't take the TOB, or did it? Go flaps 5. We're going to Honolulu right now. We're on our way to Honolulu. Goes to arm after the reach the TO. Ah, okay. Let's go ahead and go direct to Book.
Southwest 945, departure number 1.
Flaps up. I want a refund. I hit Toga, but I wonder if it was because I was moving the thrust levers at the same time. Because doesn't it have to be like at a specific, like N1 for it to capture like 40%? Maybe I was too aggressive. That's all right. We'll get it on the next one then. We'll get it on the next one. All right, after takeoff checklist. That's coming off. Gears up, flaps up, pack's coming back on, or bleed's coming back on. Over the 22.8. I think what happened is it's just because I set them. I guess I didn't hit Toga when they were in the right spot. Yeah, no, it's definitely bound right because I've done it before. I did it before. And it wouldn't be on now, would it? Because I never hit anything. It's definitely bound right. I think maybe I just didn't hit it, or if it wasn't in 40%. All right, here's 10K. Let's go ahead and kill the lights. 1,000 to level off. Let's not blow through that. Just let her do a thing here. Should have the flight path. I like the flight path vector. Well, you can see now, Blackbird, with so this is auto throttles on, and it's still working fine without the auto throttle lockout. But with my Gmax throttle, it won't. The auto throttle just does not work. It needs that auto throttle lockout function like the PMDG has. And I know, yeah, that's it's supposed to be coming in the next update. But like, see, right now everything's working fine. But if I move my thrust levers, you'll see how they'll jump. Hopefully I didn't just screw it up. Let me move them. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it needs that. It needs that auto throttle lockout function, which is apparently in the works. All right, so we're leveling off here. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to activate the autopilot after I disconnect the Bruner from functioning. Command A. Beautiful. We'll go to full screen cam here for a minute. I'm going to turn down the wind sounds. It's pretty loud, isn't it? All right, we'll give it another Toga shot here in a minute. Let's make sure she relevels at 11. Do an updated barrel ref check 29904. We're leveling 11,000. And we're cruising, chat. Cruising over to Honolulu. Let's go ahead and pick up our setup. We'll do a flaps 30, 144 for Honolulu. Nice long runway. We'll do a flaps 40 on our next one. 110.5 and 042. So we'll come over here. Let's go 110.5. Put you active. Activate. And final approach course is 042 degrees. Oh, I hear you. I hear you, Blackbird. We could try a go around in Honolulu. Nah. All right, 042 is set. I do this flight in the 767 from time to time in real life. Oh, like flying freight? That's pretty wild, man. Imagine doing a 767 on this flight here. Let's go ahead and just take a minute, enjoy the sunrise. I'm going to have another sip of coffee because we got about 5 minutes before we need to start down. It's going to be a very high workload flight. Oh, yeah, I'm not squawking 7700. We need to squawk 1010. Thank you, Big Benny. We'll squawk 1010 here. Why can't I squawk? Why can't I clear that? Oh, that's weird. Squawking 1010. We are on TARA. Thank you, Benny. I'll put you in below mode since we're about ready to start down. There's the island right there. Have I gotten a chance to try the 330 yet? I have the opportunity to fly the 330. I haven't loaded it up yet, but I might. I just might. $18,1 for Honolulu. Well, Honolulu Approach is on 24.8. Do we need to talk to them? I think Honolulu Approach is online 24.8. Caleb Greenlee, thank you so much for the $10 super chat, my man. V1, just want to say thanks for keeping me excited about aviation. I just got selected for Navy pilot. Very cool. Leaving for OCS in 1.5 weeks. You're a big reason I kept after it. Caleb, dude, that is fantastic, man. Congratulations. That is very, very exciting. Not very many people at all get to go fly in the Navy. We do have Fly Navy in the Discord, so he's if you got any questions, man, hit him up. But thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Make sure you check back after your big bad fighter pilot. Come on back and let us know how it's been, man. That's absolutely fantastic, though, dude. Very cool. It needs to be switched on. Auto doesn't work. Okay, I will put it into manual mode. So auto normally how it works, basically, when you're airborne, it'll start transpondering. I guess this is similar to the Fenix, right? Because we have to turn it on manually. Auto mode doesn't quite work through Aveo Premium. Yeah, AJ's got a good point. When you do pick up your Blackbird levers, they actually sit. So this is really cool. And I don't know if I can get the camera to show this, but they are actually pinned. One lever is on 2 slots. That's how big these things are. So you've got to make sure that they are properly seated, and just make sure you grab the bottom of your Bravo before you push down on the levers. Make sure they're nice and snug in there, and they are. I mean, I know it works. I've got it bound. We'll just do it. Maybe we'll do a go around or something. We've got plenty of opportunities to do another TOB takeoff. But yeah, look how wide these suckers are, man. Each one goes into 2 slots, and you know what's kind of neat about it? Because you have 2 grooves, it's actually, I feel like it's twice the resistance almost. Like it just feels more real because you're now moving 4 levers instead of 1 lever with each one. It's really, really neat. We've got a contact approach 24-8. We'll pull them up right now.
Contact 8 miles from Bembo. Continue descent on
Info
the
Bravo.
Hilo 1 arrival. You can expect ILS Yankee 4 right approach at Hubep. Current Honolulu altimeter is 2997. We are at information Bravo.
Honolulu approach, good morning, Southwest 357, level 11,000, Bravo.
Southwest 357, good morning, sir. ATF approach, thanks for reporting. Bravo, squawk 1307.
Squawk 1307 for Southwest 357.
Honolulu approach.
Another bug I saw on this plane is when ground power is connected, you should be able to apply. You should be able to apply power even if battery is off. Oh, interesting, Benny. Interesting.
1470, Southwest 945.
Southwest 357, radar contact 7 miles from Book. Continued descent on the Book 8 arrival. Expect ILS 8 left approach at Selleck. Current Honolulu altimeter.
Jeez.
2997, information Bravo.
Okay, we'll expect the ILS 8 left approach from Book to send via the Book 8 arrival for Southwest 357. What's the bottom altitude on the Book?
945, radar contact 13 miles from Book. Continue descent on the Book 8 arrival. Cross Book at 6,000. Expect ILS 8 left approach.
Oh, brother.
Hold
on. This just got real busy. Book
8
arrival. Book,
Wait for the Book 8 arrival.
4,000? No, it just continues Book to Shiggy.
Cross Book at 6,000.
There's no bottom, so you can't descend via. Approach for the ILS 8 left, if I look at that. 4,000. Oops.
GPS 32 Heavy, continue present heading and descend to 4,000.
Alright, present heading down to 4,000.
We're going to level change, speed 250, 4,000. Speed brake out.
Southwest 357, continue descent to cross Selleck at 4,000.
Continue descent to cross Selleck at 4,000. Yeah, we had a scramble to change that. We're descending now to 4,000, Southwest 357. All right, we're 250, speed brakes out. We're doing ILS 8 now, so let's go ahead and change this up. We'll still do, we'll do flaps 30, 144, 117079 on the course now. 079.
Southwest 945, reduce speed 220 knots.
And it was 111.7.
220, Southwest 945.
Gotta do, this is, all right, 111.7, 111.7, 079 is set. We're on the descent down to 4,000 to cross Selleck. And then after Selleck, we've got Honolulu, direct Honolulu, and I assume he's going to give us the runway 8 approach and their 8 left.
232, turn
all right, down we go. Let me get flight recorder up and ready.
210.
Alright, left turn heading 210 for ETS 32.
Short flight ATC gets even busier. Yeah, we've got full boards out. We're idle. I don't think we're going to cross Selleck at 6. Let's see, we are... Wait, we're supposed to go... Where are we supposed to go? And approach for Southwest 357. Can you confirm after book we're going Shiggy, or you want us going to Selleck?
Southwest 357 on the ILS 8 left approach at Selleck.
Okay, ILS 8 left from Selleck for Southwest 357. ILS 8 left from book. book transition.
Southwest 357 at Summit, cleared ILS 8 left approach, maintain 3000 until established.
At Selleck, cleared ILS-8 left approach, maintain 3 till established, Southwest 357. Alright, 3000 is set. Jeez. Let's go direct to Selleck now.
Southwest 945, we're going to be about 7,500 at book.
Southwest 945, continue descent across Selleck at 4000.
Continuing descent across Selleck at 4,000, Southwest 945.
Selleck max 220, yeah, we got to get down first. Alright, that was aggressively fast. Alright, 3 till established. We're turning inbound for the ILS 8 left. I'm still leaving it in LNAV, just trying to hustle down here. There's the airport off the nose, so we should be fine to go visual here pretty soon.
Southwest 945 after book, proceed to cross Selleck at or above 4000.
After book, proceed to cross Selleck.
Alright, VOR low, glide slope, that's captured up. We're looking good. We're 220. Let's go ahead and stow the speed brake. Man. Let me go ahead and initialize the yoke. Yoke is on. Autopilot stops following the autopilot. We are hand flying now. We're good to go. But we need to slow down. So let's go ahead and select 180. Gear down. We need to get slowed up here. This is going to be a mess. Recording is on. Flaps 5 is 250, so let's go ahead and select flaps 5. I can barely hear the flaps in cruise, or in airborne, but we definitely heard them on the ground. Init ref speed was 144. Alright, now I'm going to pitch up a little bit.
357, current wind to Honolulu. It's variable at 3 knots, runway 8 left, clear to land.
8 left, clear to land, Southwest 357. Alright, lights are coming on, cont.
Continue descent 3000, join the Honolulu ARC.
2500.
Cleared.
Flaps
ILS,
15,
Yankee,
stow and
4
on
right
the speed
approach,
brakes.
established.
Alright,
now I'm gonna get back on that glide slope. That was wild.
Southwest 945.
I'm basically a pro,
Go ahead, Southwest 945.
Southwest 945 at Selleck.
I'm basically a pro 737 pilot now.
Number 2 on the approach, maintain 3000 until established.
Alright, 144 on the speed, flaps 30, gear down, speed brakes armed. Landing checklists are complete. Get the throttles ready for disconnect.
10, morning ATF approach, step by the PDC.
See if we can get back on the slope here. Are we supposed to be 149? 144 plus 5? 149. Good thing the winds aren't calm, AJ. Thanks, man. I think the 3 does shoot shed. Yeah, winds calm is the worst scenario, worst case scenario.
46.40 miles west of Honolulu.
All right. Y'all ready? Let's go ahead and do this. Auto throttle disconnecting. You see I disconnected it via the auto throttle disconnect. Love it. Oh, I need a little bit more juice though. Let's go ahead and juice it back up.
Yeah, that was a mess up on my part. We'll take the boogie for 54
Yeah, I cannot wait for the adjusted spool time.
Southwest, Cactus 246, roger that, sir. Continue descent on the book 8, arrival across book at 6000, expect ILS 8 left approach to Selleck.
Somebody tell me where Southwest parks.
And then we'll expect the ILS 8 left approach. Can we do information Bravo on forward?
No dummy buttons. Absolutely no dummy buttons.
Thank you for reporting Bravo.
They just, there's, so when you think about mathematically, like the moment arm, right? The longer the lever, technically, the easier it will be to manipulate fine control movements. You can definitely tell the difference. That's why a lot of guys take, if you're flying helicopters, you know, the stick extensions is a big deal in DCS. Trying to get a little bit more precision. Same applies here, trying to get precision with your thrust control. Unfathomable, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. Nothing like reading super chats on final. Why do they have flash position? Flash position?
0.
I don't know. Is it for birds? I think flashing lights are dumb unless you're on a private jet. I don't know. I think it's for bird avoidance. A little bit fast correcting. Does hand fly nice. Now this is actually going to be my first ever flaps 30 landing here, so I'm hoping I don't float it out. I've only ever landed flaps 40 for juice, but we're trying to flaps 30 here for testing purposes. Look at that. Bang on the speed. Glide slope's not coincident with the pappies, obvi. Don't Airbus flare. Don't Airbus
100.
flare.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that was a butter.
357, welcome Honolulu, exit left enable, report clear of the octave.
Wilco, Southwest 357. That was juice, y'all. Let's go ahead and stow it up now because we got to take this next exit here. That was juicy. That was juice. I didn't have G's on, but we'll save the replay. We'll save it for the next one.
Afterbook, cross Delic, Atterbook 4000, connected 246.
We'll take the high speed here. Yeah, the full length reverser, Jim. You can't. I can't even get them in the frame. That's how tall they are. Southwest 3%. We're clear from way left.
Southwest 357, thanks for reporting clear, sir. Straight ahead there on Yankee. Cross Alpha Zulu onto the ramp. Indicated choice. Thanks for the traffic. Have a great day. Aloha.
Straight ahead, Yankee Alpha Zulu to the ramp. Thanks for the ATC. Southwest 357. Talk to you later. All right.
Southwest 945.
We are clear. Let's go ahead and I've stopped that replay. We're gonna go. Where do we go? We'll go park. Let's go park next to Hawaiian. Should we go park next to Hawaiian, or do we go straight ahead? That Hawaiian A330 looks juice over there. Where are the E-gates? Left or right?
32 wind variable at 3 knots on my 4 right, clear to left.
E-gates.
Traffic on final for 8 left. Southwest 737 Hill, hold short for you.
Going left. Right. We're going left.
32 to
E is the middle pier. Maybe next to that white airplane right there. That white Zobo 320. Jason, yes, my rudder is extremely dampened. Well, on the ground here, I'm taxiing with my Cat 3 design tiller. So it makes that number one. That's a big help. Number one. Number two, I will show you the rudder sensitivity because it's completely different than linear. We'll go ahead and take it into the gate here. Let's go ahead and kill these. I hate the switch manipulation though. Switch manipulation is annoying. And APU start. Still one more notch of flaps there. Linear, baby.
32 heavy, thank you.
All right, let's see. We are gonna go. We'll take this one right here.
Heavy, sir, parking on the south side.
Echo 5. Echo 5. Since we have GSX, let's see if we can get zero suitable.
Okay, so he'll be exiting right, and it's just
E5.
right at the south end of Charlie. Got this
Ooh, it's loading
246
in.
at Stellic, cleared ILS 8 left approach, maintain 3000 until established.
At the cleared ILS.
Taxi lights coming
approach,
off. Let's go ahead
maintain
and
until established.
make sure everything else, wing lights can come off. I see a marshaller. Here we go, into the gate. Aviation Blaze, officially 2 years. My man, appreciate you. Thank you for the 2 years of support, man. Oh, I can't see that marshaller in the sun.
Southwest 945, welcome to Honolulu, exit to the left of the naval, report clear of the active.
Should be using the HUD to park. Alright, brakes are set. APU is on. Killing them. I got a very good parking. No dancing. Beacon light. Strobing steady.
Hawaiian 10, roger that, sir. You can push into the alley and expect 8 right departure, advise ready taxi.
Listen to that spooled out. And anti-collision off. Off,
Get
off
32
logo.
Heavy,
That looks
Honolulu,
good.
exit to the right when
Let me
able,
go
report
ahead
clear of
and
the active.
mute the radio. We'll go A's off, B's on. Reset this. APU bleed is coming on. That's in auto. We'll go ahead and kill the probes. Window heats. Seatbelt sign is off. APU gen. And fuel pumps. I think that's pretty good. I think we did it. We'll get that one. I'll keep that one on for the APU. Okay. That was a lot busier than I had intended on the first leg.
That is a cruise, sir, and it won't take too long there. We've got traffic.
Go ahead and start deboarding. All right. I'm going to get caught up here as we deplane. Who was that? Virtual Flight Diaries. V1, thanks for the great content. Started something new in flight simming. I started training on Iveo to be a controller. Virtual Flight Diaries. Very, very cool, man. I appreciate you sharing that with us and tuning in. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I also heard that you picked yourself up a pair of levers, so that's going to be exciting for you. Thank you again for the $5 super chat, man. Hopefully once you're up on Iveo, maybe we'll have to take a visit, see where you're controlling. Thank you, dude. Rubes, thank you for the 14 months support, man. Appreciate you. Flying a 320 for the first time on Friday. Ooh, it's going to be just like the Fenix, man. Promise you. Wow, this airport is giving me some stutter issues. Uh-oh, what's that? What happened to my camera? What is that? What is going on with the camera, y'all? Does that happen? What happened to my camera? Alt-tab. Uh-oh. I'm going to save that replay first. Man, what is this? This scenery must be killing it. No, it wasn't FrameGen mod. It's native FrameGen. I think it's fixed now. Maybe. That's weird. Let me try something. I'm going to disconnect from this. That is bizarre. I might turn down this for Honolulu. This scenery seems to be pretty heavy. Let's see if that does anything here. Okay, we're back. Crazy. This was the first time loading into Honolulu too, so anyway, we're back. We're back. Everything seems to be working just fine. Let's go ahead and get this puppy turned back around. AMD problems, Josh. AMD problems. Romulus says, I just realized it's my 5-year anniversary. Romulus, awesome, dude. Thank you so much for the support. 60 months, 5 years. Look at all those wings, Romulus. My man, dude. I appreciate the support, dude. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you for hanging out and being part of V1 Nation for all this time. That's very awesome. Thank you, sir. All right. I'm going to refile this here. We're not even going to go to the Be Right Back screen. We're going to go Honolulu to Hilo, PHTO. Continuation of Flight 357, PHTO. I'm going to refile this on SimBrief here. That looks good. We'll file it for 16:45 time now. That ain't going to work. Departure time is going to be, time now is 17:45, so let's just make it 18:15 on the dot. Apply. Departure runway, probably 8 left. What do they take off here? 8 left or 8 right? I'll set 8 left. Arriving 26. Generate. The problem with auto FPS is it doesn't do anything for streaming. Or I'm sorry, not auto FPS. You're right. Yeah, the dynamic LOD. Yeah, dynamic LOD. But I don't feel like I need to start doing that yet on this rig. I've never had it. That's the first time I've had that issue. So, if it becomes a problem, then I'll look back into it. I did love running dynamic LOD on my last PC. That was a lifesaver. Because with auto LOD or dynamic LOD, you don't need a 500 LOD on the ground. You really only need like 100, or even less than that. So it automatically adjusts that for you, which is really, really cool. Heading to Denver on the 30th for 13 days. Sweatbox time is coming fast. Oh, Canadian. Good deal, man. Next TFDI MD-11 update when? Hey, McAllen, when the TFDI MD-11 gets an update, you let me know, my man, and we will take a look at it. But until it gets an update, I can't, dude. I've tried, McAllen. I even off stream I've loaded into it just to test it, and I just can't do it, man. It doesn't look. It's dead. It's dead to me, man. It needs life. It needs a breath of life. All right, let me file this on Aveo Premium, and then we should be ready to pick up our clearance and get out of here after we reload. We're back on the network. That is good. Call sign in use. Oh, do I have to... Do I have to, like, disconnect and file? Hold on. There we go. Now I can reconnect. Alright, we are filed. Connecting back online. We're unloading. You can't fly it either anymore? Man, it's a shame, McAllen, because I love the tri-jets, dude. I want more tri-jet love. I think we're going to have to get back in that 727, though, huh? I think we're going to have to get back in that 727, my man. Alright, let's load up this flight plan here. Pause and knit. A route. Let's go continuation, SWA 357. Request you. I need to open some windows. It's getting hot in here. Let's get the nice fresh air. We'll leave the APU running. Route uplink is ready. Fantastic. While that pulls up from... oh, I just lost my EFB. Dang it. Let's close this back. Let's go to weight and balance. Alright, passengers. Can I clear all of it? There we go, let's clear everything. V1 really wants to be on that ATR again. Dude, don't even... I like the ATR, I do. But I just... It takes too long to remember how to manipulate all the manipulators in the ATR. That's my problem with it. You got to really practice that flight. I don't have time to do any practice flights. All right, passengers continuing on is 172. Man, making money. 172. Cargo going over to Hilo is 9,400. So we will load. We can load it all up here. We'll go 9,400 in the aft. Cool. Nothing in other. Fuel. Our block fuel today is going to be 7.6. Let's just round it up. Let's call it 8,000. Set fuel. Set payload. Done and done. So that looks good. We can reopen the window now. Clear that out. Fuel is on board. Do I have a sim brief profile? I do not have one. I'm just using the default, and it seems to be suspect, but it gets the job done. I'm waiting for an official profile to drop. So, all right, looks like we did pick up a PDC. Let's go ahead and throw in our squawk code here. 2325. That's weird that you can't clear that last digit. You see that? Is that normal? All right, 2325. Let's put it in standby for right now since we're at the gate. So we'll turn you in the standby mode. 2325. 24.8 is up and ready for our clearance. We got to finish loading this. We will load this. When can we watch some pattern work? We need to do some pattern work in the Airbus, I think. Departure arrival index, we're going to blast off of runway 8 left. That's what the PDC says, 8 left. And we are cleared via the Mark 5. Molokai 5 to Pulps. We'll execute that. Go back to the index. Going into Hilo, we are on direct ITO to PHTO. So we can just load in a runway. Let's just put in the ILS 26 from ITO. We'll execute that. Look at the legs page. We'll verify this here. Yes, that looks good to me. All right. Route data. We don't need to. We'll skip the winds. Go back. Hold on. What? No. What do I do here? Oh, that was Route 2. Route 1. Activate and execute. There we go. Route 1 and Route 2. That is so dumb. That is such a Boeing thing. Okay, back to the init ref. Let's do our gross weight. Reserves of 1,000. Cost index 34. We're going up to 23,000 feet. We're going to try the TOB bump again here. But see, that's not 93.4. Okay. I think that works. We'll do flaps 5, CG 521, 35, 37, 48. Magic barrel ref update. Climate maintain 5,000 initially. 5,000 feet is set. V2 plus 10, 158. Okay, we'll reset these. LNAV, VNAV on the ground. Schedule alert here, stand by. Nothing that I want to do. No, thank you. Alright. I think we're ready to go. Now we need to reload you. Gosh, sim brief, or GSX. So dead to me. Alright, they're still we should be ready to go. Oh, hold on. I'm not waiting for this whole process. Restart. All right. Real world turn time here. Real world turn time. I was thinking about the Green Dot Aviation video from yesterday. What happened? Oh, makes you sad? Yeah, dude, that's... Yesterday's incident was just... That's a tough one to watch, man. Tough one to watch. Where's the Magic Bear update button in the Airbus? It's called the First Officer. It's called the First Officer. we should, do we have the bleeds on? APU bleed, packs on, so we got air on. And that is set. I want to turn these cabin lights off here. You know what we forgot to do is we forgot to check for passengers in their seats. Let's go ahead and turn on the flight attendant panel here. Nope, crew's already on board. That looks like it's not working. Let's come down to this one. Scusa. Lighting off. Let's see, forward zone, both zones, aft zones. Entry, passenger seating.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
There we go. I just don't want those bright lights blaring. We're loading up for round 2. Real time. We haven't done this in a while. This is kind of fun, doing a real world turnaround here. I used to have to do that EOLs when I was a passenger train operator. What are EOLs? Isn't someone working on better ACARs? I don't know, McCallum. Is there someone working on the better ACARs? I didn't select both zones. You have to select what you want and then the zone you want to apply it to. Really? Okay. I mean, I appreciate the time and energy spent on this panel, but I'm also not a flight attendant, so I wish there was like an easy mode here. Both zones. There we go. I wish there was an easy mode for the flight attendant panel. Like, I just want the lights off. Oh, end of life? Oh, end of line. Yeah, I didn't realize that you were a train operator, Blackbird Controls. That's pretty neat. Mr. Leahy, you're back. Welcome back, man. We just started boarding. Looks like we got our bags getting thrown in here. Let's find ourselves a good view where we can watch these guys work. These guys hard at work down there. Trying to get... Oh, that's kind of a cool shot. Just a little bit of that LEAP engine there. That's a cool shot. That's pretty cool. Do I prefer the MAX or the NG? In real life, I prefer the NG because I feel more safe on the NG. But I prefer an Airbus if I could. But if you're talking sim-wise... I like the MAX, but I still prefer the NG, I think, when it comes to flying. And that's not just because of hand flying characteristics. It really has to do with the engine spool time. Once you realize how fast and unrealistic the engines are spooling, it just gets really annoying. It's kind of an immersion breaker, and it makes your power setting and stuff on approach really finicky. However, a big help is having a long thrust lever, a proper size thrust lever, because it does help. I can only imagine it's going to help more. Now, that will be updated. I think you can ask me that question after the update drops. You know, maybe we'll have to do another comparison of the NG and the MAX again. The sounds are definitely better in the iFly. There's no doubt about that. But just hand flying the airplane around, the PMDG just feels cleaner, man. It's so refined, you know. The PMDG is so refined. And apparently it's even getting more refined with another big update. So, I mean, the competition is good, man. The competition is good. I enjoy both airplanes, but I definitely enjoy the sounds more on the MAX. Absolutely. And the modeling on the engine is a little bit better. On the MAX, I think you're like, look at those LEAP fan blades right there. Those just look so awesome. Which one has the less painful jump seat? They're exactly the same, AJ. That's what sucks. Oh, man. Don't even get... Dude, I don't want to jump seat on a 7.3. If I have to jump seat on a 7.3 again, and never, that'd be too soon. You have to modify your GSX stairs. They're still in the L2 door. Nah. Ain't nobody got time to modify GSX. Plug and play, baby. If it works, great. If it doesn't, great. GSX is dead to me. I only had to get it because Key 6 made me. He wanted to sit here and watch the turn. But I will say... doing this type of flight where we just come in, do a real world turn, like real time turn. I've saved the replay, so I've got the replay. We can watch both replays at the end of the stream. It is kind of neat to break it up instead of just our one and done leg, you know. It's kind of fun to do this little hopping around. Oh, rudder settings. Yes, let me show you rudder settings. That is a big one. I don't know if this will be changed in the future. Let me show you guys right here if you want to take a screenshot of this. This is as best as I could get my MFG crosswinds. I still think that's fast. But I'll show you here. Look at this. Look at this thing right here. 29, 29. Hell, let's make it even 30. Let's go 30. Even numbers. That's what I'm running for my rudder. Because if you don't do that, the rudder is extremely quick. It's almost like if you move a quarter deflection on the pedal, you get full deflection in the sim. So obviously that's an issue that I think they're working on too. D1 is a Boeing hater. He's just mad that the bus can't go to 410. There are a handful of times, Canadian, where I would have liked to be able to go to 41 in the Airbus. Absolutely. That's where you have your set, AJ? Yeah, that's about as close as I can get it. On the ground, taxiing with the tiller is great. It's still, it feels pretty good. It still feels a little light on the ground, kind of a little bit of a like ice skatey on the ground. But again, I'm not holding too much weight on that because as soon as we get 24, apparently a lot of that has been addressed, which I'm really looking forward to seeing the ground characteristics in 24. I want to see how the airplanes taxi on the ground and hopefully the crosswind situation landing in crosswinds. Those are my two biggest hopes for 24. The AC9 or ACJs can go to 41? Yes, they can. Yeah, they sure can. PMDG Max plus Boris audio or finished iFly Max? Ooh, inadequate. That's an interesting question. Well, I don't think PMDG Max and Boris and audio is going to be a thing. I think Boris is going to be working on an NG sound pack, though. That would be the real question. PMDG NG with Boris sounds or a finished iFly Max. That would be the true comparison. Bill's Mafia says, you think there's a difference in passenger comfort between the 7.3 and the 320? Yes. What do you guys think? I honestly believe as a passenger, the 320 is more comfortable than a 737. Just take coach seating only because first class can be very dependent on which airline you're flying, et cetera, et cetera. So just think of a coach seat. Think of an A320 or a 7.3. I think the A320 is more comfortable. It's cooler. The 737 can never cool down in the summertime. They suck at keeping a cool cabin. The 321 will struggle, no doubt about it. But the 320 is pretty good. 319, let's stay nice and be ice cold on that sucker, man. The 320 series family is, I think it's like 2 inches wider as well. It's physically larger of a cabin, not by much. I want to say it's less than like 2 or 3 inches, but it is actually wider inside of a 320. So I think passenger comfort hands down is the 320. The 320 feels bigger. Yeah, it sits higher, Zippy. The 320 sits higher than the 7.3 as well. Taxiing around on the jump seat of a 737, I always feel like I'm on a little like tricycle scooter. I'm like, you're looking up at everybody. I mean, even at this image right here, like you can tell that cockpit is higher than the 7.3 that we're sitting in. It definitely stands taller on the gear. Absolutely. All right, looks like we are wrapping up the baggage loading. 30-minute turn. 30-minute turn, baby. Look at the GSX doing GSX things. I hope you like that Key 6. I'm going to have to change Key 6's name to GSX Fanboy. It is fun for doing turns. I will say that, Key 6. Doing turns with GSX is pretty fun. Are we done boarding? 89 and 172. Are people taking their seats? I think, do we have to wait until they're seated? I want to say I have seats enabled. Is this a proper? This is not a Southwest uniform. Is it? I've never seen that hat. The wings are legit. What's her name? Cabin crew. Amua 1. Oh, too bad I can't read it. It's pretty good livery though. I tell you what, we are going to do that. We're going to shut the door for frames. Frames are shut. Is this a reflection? What is this? It sure is. That's a reflection. It's a mirror. Huh. Very cool. Alright, we're all ready to go here. We're just waiting on the rest of the crew. Eyes up here. Weirdos. iFly seating passengers is worked. Oh, really? Okay, well. I won't go digging down that rabbit hole then. That was pretty wild seeing the passengers in the 777 yesterday. That was pretty wild. Ray tracing at work. Nice to meet you, cabin. Now to my meeting. See you all in cruise. Take it easy, Key 6. See, this flight's going to be just a little bit longer. Time en route is scheduled at 45 minutes. Perfect. Just enough time to climb up, get some juice views, do a TOB takeoff. Just in time to order yourself some 737 throttle levers. HR is calling again. Not again. With all the system displays, the 320 provides better situational awareness. I would agree. And with fly-by-wire, I would agree, or I would say that the 320 allows for greater situational awareness in general, just because it's fly-by-wire. Think of that 777 off Hawaii where the guy let go of the yoke. They think maybe being on the A320 for such a long time had something to do with it. I don't know. Being able to be completely fly-by-wire has its benefits. V1, has your airline ever used rear door for boarding, deboarding? If so, how much time do you think it saved? I've seen passengers deplane from the aft stair a handful of times on a hard stand. Most common use of the aft stair, though, is when you go down to Mexico, the cleaners come up the aft. So they'll be deboarding through the front in Cancun. So everybody will be going this way. And as they are exiting, the cleaners come up the aft stairs and they work tail to front. So that's, I would say, that get the most use of the aft stairs is for cleaners or for catering. So like right now, if you were getting catered, there'd be catering trucks at the aft doors, not stairs. V1 is bought by Big Airbus. No. I will give credit where credit is due. Hand flying the 7.3 MAX does seem enjoyable. It does seem enjoyable. Now, day in and day out, dude, if I gotta go fly, like Southwest pilots, man, these guys work really hard. Like, of all the airlines in the U.S., Southwest guys, I think, are probably the hardest working guys out there because they're doing, on average, 3 to 4, sometimes 5 legs a day for 4 days in a row. 5 days in a row. Now, they get compensated very well for this, but being in the 737 cockpit for that many legs, day in and day out, that is definitely going to be more fatiguing than being in an Airbus. No doubt about it. There's more switches to manipulate. There's more things to do. There's more busy work to do in a 737. Now, is it unsafe or bad? No, not by any stretch of the imagination. It's just a different operational philosophy. So it may be fun for the first couple trips, and then after that, be like, man, it's a lot of work. A lot of work. Southwest pilots seem happy. They do. Well, they do now that they got a contract. They were pretty mad there for a while. They were pretty grumpy there for a while. But Southwest used to be, Jeremy, Southwest used to be like the pinnacle example of customer service. They are still good, but if you think back to when they were in the heyday with Herb Keller, like just, it is not, you can barely recognize in some aspects of what it used to be as far as customer service standpoint. Now, they're still very good. But I remember back in the day, man, Southwest was like, they treated everybody like you were family, you know? And unfortunately, that's not really the case anymore. But they are still nice. What do you think about Europe wanting to go single pilot? Doesn't surprise me at all. Our trips aren't that bad, typically 3 days, but anywhere 2 to 4 legs a day. But yeah, the 7-3 is more work than it's worth. Green Breezy. Well, there you go. So maybe we've got a Southwest guy in the chat here. So there you go. Typically 3 days long. Well, that's good. 2 to 4 legs a day. But there you go. Yeah, I mean, it's just the nature of flying a 737, I think, is going to be more exhaustive over time than just sitting back and hitting engine start. Hit the auto button, right? These planes fly themselves. All right, one more passenger to go. We'll get out of here. AJ Fernari. Oh, no. What did he say? V1 is afraid to admit the 737 is superior with all his donut eating. Exactly. Where do I put the box of donuts in the 737? He's just afraid of ending up at the cheese captain. Oh, my gosh. If you guys know what AJ is talking about, that guy eating the block of cheese in the 737 cockpit, that was... All right, 24.8's coming up. Let's go ahead and get the beacon on. Let's go ahead and get these on. Let's go ahead and get these on. We are pretty much ready for start. Let's see, ask GSX, push back in departure. Let's get our TCAS on. Put you on 2325. We need to go nose right, tail left. Doors are closed. We'll call ready to taxi after we push and start. You guys ready? It's time to get out of here. Brakes released. Let's go. V1, will you be purchasing 24 on release or wait until the bugs are squashed? Well, I'm going to purchase it for release. Oh, no. Did I go the wrong way with my nose? I thought I said nose right. I did say nose right. Okay. I've changed my tune of having 2020 uninstalled on day one. So I'm definitely going to have 2020 installed longer. I meant to do this. There we go. I'm going to have 2020 installed still instead of just going straight to 24. Because of what I saw in that Tech Alpha, I have a hard time believing we're going to be able to just fly our wonderful airplanes day one on 2024. Now, what I'm probably going to do, though, the day it releases, I'm thinking we might load in a default airplane and check out the SOB or something. I'm surprised Laura doesn't lecture you because of the junk food. Oh, Jeremy, AJ's just making nonsense. I really don't eat junk food. I used to get donuts on Sundays going up to Minneapolis. I get Minneapolis. I go up there, do the turn, get the donuts for the fam, do donut Sunday. Only during football season. Only during football season. Oh man, I was pushing back into that Southwest. Bluebird just dropped a video saying the 7.5 won't be until 24. Yeah, that was pretty... I think everybody, at least I knew that was coming. So... I think both Jeff and Captain Canna said the Tech Alpha was an extremely stripped-down version of what they saw. Brakes are set. Clear disc... Oh, no, they're not. Set. No, they're not. Why aren't you set? Gotta hold it. Brakes set, clear, disconnect. Show me the pin out front. I definitely would agree it's probably stripped down, but where I struggle is I think we were all led to believe, and I could be completely wrong. I initially thought, hey, day one, we are just dragging and dropping community folder and everything's going to work. But when you think about what's being changed in the sim, how are those airplanes going to take advantage of the new dynamics unless they have access to those things now, which we don't know if they do or not. So for that reason, I'm holding on to 2020, and because if I needed to get 2020 back, thing takes 4 days to download. So I'm not going to get rid of 2020 now until I am completely positive that 24 is going to be my main sim. All right, we're clear left, clear right. Let's go ahead and start them up. Grounding 2, sim sounds are coming up. Everybody be quiet and take a listen to the juice. Here we go. Bleeds on. Packs are off, off. Turn 2. Here we go. I do think this spins up too fast. I agree.
Clear to start engine.
My yoke sensitivity is all linear because I use force feedback.
Southwest 480. Yeah, looks like company pushing in front of you there without authorization. Are you able to maneuver your way around? Negative. Wait for okay, stand by. We'll wait for result.
Oh, I thought ramp was uncontrolled. Uh-oh. Sorry, dude. I never understand when you're supposed to call to push. Why would I call to push if he's approach controller?
Hotel.
I thought that's like when ground is on. When ground is on, you don't get takeoff clearance with ground. I don't understand. It's rigged. The system's rigged. Oh, I had the window open. I was wondering why it was so loud. Oh, this is cool. We can listen to the engine start with the window open. I know, Vladimir, I'll be banned from the Veil Premium. McAllen, you can say top-down controlling until you're blue in the face. I have no idea what that means. It makes zero sense to me. If anything, it would be bottom-up controlling. If ground's on, you start with ground. Because if ground is on and approach is on, who do you call for clearance? I think it's the dumbest thing ever. It's gonna make me mad. Don't even start. Don't even get me started, y'all. I'm in a good mood. This frickin' Iveo Premium gonna piss me off. Why would you call ground? See, why would you call ground for clearance if it's top-down controlling? It's bottom-up controlling. You guys are all wrong. Iveo Premium is wrong, and GSX is dumb. All right, here we go. We're good. It means the lowest available controller controls every function below him. So tower would... I don't know. It's it, dude. I basically just read a physics question. I can't with you guys. Oh, it's just top-down controlling. It's so easy. How about we only talk to the controller when we're in their appropriate sector? How about we only talk to tower when we're getting ready for takeoff? How about we only talk to approach after we've taken off and we call approach or departure? You guys are all a bunch of monkeys. All right, here we go. Flaps 5.
Southwest 2460. Proceed direct to Kalia on course.
They just called. They got a number for you. I know. Now I'm going to get yelled at this guy. Ay, ay, ay. All right, flaps 5, TO1, trims are set. Let's go ahead and finish our flow. Generator 1, generator 2, APU is off. Cont. Cruise altitude is 21,000 feet. APU bleed is off. Engine bleeds are on. Packs are on auto. Probe heats are set. Gen 1, Gen 2 looks good. Battery is not discharging. Beautiful. And the eye damper's on. I think we're ready to go. Oh boy, let's listen to this here. What is it? Let's at least get the proper ATIS so he doesn't have that to yell at us. This is going to be interesting. And Honolulu ground, Southwest 357, information. Charlie, ready taxi.
Okay, we'll get you to taxi right now. Runway 8 left, taxi via Zulu and Alpha.
8 left, taxi via Zulu Alpha for Southwest 357. Alright, taxi lights on. Hey, you didn't say anything. Joke's on you guys. Brakes released, takeoff config check. Uh-oh. What's that all about?
An approach Southwest 2003, you ready for taxi?
I don't know what that was all about. Spoiler, maybe? Alright, here we go. Zulu Alpha. Let's not screw this up.
Southwest 2003, hold your taxi surge, set a company taxi in front of you.
Airport map.
Absolutely, Southwest 2003.
Honolulu.
Southwest 480, follow the company 737 to runway 8 left, the one that was blocking your way there.
Follow company Southwest 40.
He was about to drop it on me. He was. RTO maybe? Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I didn't see out behind us there.
We have a thing. Charlie with the push.
There's two on at once. The last one that said that they have information, Charlie requesting push.
All right, Zulu
GPS 38 heavy.
is the first taxiway.
GPS 38 heavy, good morning. HCF approach, push on to Charlie, approved, face southwest, expect
Maybe
8 right
confirm.
departure, advise ready taxi.
Zulu.
Right, expect 8 right departure.
And
push
then
to
Alpha.
West, GPS 38 heavy.
And approach FedEx 5 Lima Tango, information Charlie, ready for taxi.
FedEx 5, David Tango, good morning. HCF approach in future, sir. You are required to contact us for push when it says so in the PDC onto an active taxiway.
Oh.
Hold your taxi, please.
Did it say in the PDC?
Hold taxi, FedEx 5
Oh,
Lima
it
Tango.
did. In the PDC, it says contact for PB. Oh, that's why. It says it in the PDC.
Open
Rip.
1825, hello there again, sir. Hold your push.
Man.
Southwest 2003.
Rookie
You can
move.
follow those two company jets, 737.
So-
to 8 left.
Hear me out,
Follow the
guys.
two company jets to 8 left.
My Iveo Premium box is slid all the way over to the right. Okay, so
Honolulu, connected 246. Approaching Charlie with
I
10.
can't see the half of the
Texas
box.
246, hold your taxi, please.
Is this Alpha?
Hold position, connected 246.
In Southwest 357, looks like you made a left turn there. It was Zulu and Alpha to your runway, but you could taxi straight ahead on that taxiway now, and it's going to turn on to Zulu and then Alpha there.
Okay, straight ahead, and then on to Alpha for Southwest 357. Sorry about that.
And Southwest 480, hold your position there, please. We've got to have the company maneuver in front of you.
We'll hold you here in Southwest 40.
Southwest 2003, hold your position, please.
Hold position, Southwest 273.
Was that not Zulu?
FedEx 5, Lima Tango, runway 8,
That's
right
November.
taxi via Zulu, Alpha, Juliet, hold short 8 left.
Well, we're on Alpha now.
Right, 8
There's
right
Alpha.
via Zulu, Alpha, and Juliet, hold short 8 left, FedEx
Is
5
it too
Lima
late
Tango.
to let me off this airplane? Nope, not yet. That's why you should have charts out. That's why you have charts out. I need progressive taxi. I should have asked for progressive
Southwest
taxi.
2460, leaving my airspace now, sir. Center offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved to advisory, altitude restrictions canceled. Thanks for the traffic today, sir. Aloha.
Over to advisory and cancel altitude restriction. Thank you for ATC. Have a good one.
Hey, it's not my fault that the iFly doesn't have my Navigraph charts.
Southwest 1084, runway 8 left, line up and wait.
It's too hard.
Southwest 480, resume your taxi.
City Tech, Southwest 40.
This thing is too confusing. I blame this thing.
Resume taxi, Southwest 273.
Southwest 1084, runway 8 left, clear for
There we
takeoff.
go.
Southwest takeoff, runway 8 left, Southwest 1084.
Zulu. Oh, he wanted me just straight ahead on Zulu, straight into Alpha. I see. Oh well.
Cactus 246, this is another couple minutes for traffic crossing.
It's Boeing's fault. That's the excuse. It's Boeing's fault.
Right.
Come on, guys. It's Boeing's fault. You should know this by now. I'm just. We are replicating real world Southwest ops, guys. Come on. We need to go 40 knots and we turn down the wrong taxiway. Several numbers to call. This is why flights are delayed. Oh my goodness. Listen, it's Boeing's fault. Where'd everybody else go? Oh, there they are. I need a follow me card. I have the HUD. There's no need to have the HUD down. Why would I have the HUD down while I'm taxiing? It just gets in the way. Plus, you can't move the HUD, can you? Or like adjust because I feel like for this to be proper, I need to sit down a little bit. Like that or something. But then my view seems too low. I'm not sure how that would,
Southwest
me out
1084
here.
radar contact 1009
Airspeed alive. Yeah, we're doing 22 knots.
15,000, Southwest 1084.
I hope you have a good phone plan to dial all the numbers.
Southwest 357, runway 8 left line up the way.
8 left line way, Southwest 57. Well, at least let's not screw this part up.
Texas 246, runway 8 left, taxi via Zulu, Alpha. You'll be following a FedEx MD-11.
Line up and wait. 8 left.
Alpha, hold the FedEx MD-11. But GPS 38 heavy.
GPS 38 heavy, runway 8 right, taxi via Charlie.
I tuned into a
Romeo,
V1
Tango,
stream and an
Romeo,
XP72
full
stream
short
breaks out. XP catching strays, man.
Southwest 1084, turn left, 090.
08 left.
090, Southwest 1084.
Alright, did we do a flight control check? Let's make sure our flight controls are plugged in, huh? There we go, flight controls free and correct. Let's flip the cam around.
Southwest 480, hold short 8 left, please.
Hold the short, Southwest 40.
On runway 0.
Southwest
8
357, runway 8 left, there for takeoff.
We left, clear for takeoff, Southwest 357. Alright, let's not screw this up. We are going to 5,000 feet initial. Yeah, 5,000 initial. We're LNAV, VNAV, arm. Arm the auto throttle. Let's spool it up 50.
In 1825, haven't forgotten about you, sir. Just got some more traffic.
I will hit the Toga button.
Shortly.
Yeah, see, there's the Toga button. It works. Oh boy, here we go. We're ripping. RTO's on.
Runway 8 left line up and wait.
Airspeed's alive. Here we go. Jeez, look at that airspeed. Acceleration.
FedEx 5, Limo Tango. It'll be the next left on Juliet. Short 8 left.
Left on Juliet, hold short 8
Stay
left.
up and
5
easy.
seconds.
Positive rate. You're up. Fly with. Oh, that looks awesome.
Southwest 1084, proceed direct pulse on course.
Direct pulse on course, Southwest 1084.
357 radar contact 1,500, continue climb 15,000.
Continue climb 15,000, Southwest 57. Alright, 15,000 feet is set. We're N1 LNAV, VNAV speed. We're accelerating.
Southwest 357, as per PDC, that was a right turn 155 on takeoff.
We're in the turn, Southwest 357. Jeez, we are all over the place. I'm trying. I was waiting for acceleration altitude.
FedEx 5, Lima Tango, proceed across 8 left on.
There we go.
No, actually, just hold on a second. We'll get that Southwest off first before we cross yet.
2 for 1 on reading today. That is true. Let's clean it all up before we overspeed the flaps. I'm just trying to get a little extra juice there from downtown. Just a little extra juice.
Southwest 40, runway 8 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 8 left, Southwest 40.
Yeah, Blackbird, it was definitely me. Wasn't your problems, man.
Southwest 357, turn left 090.
Left 090, Southwest 357. Back to the left.
Southwest 1084, leaving my airspace now, sir, center offline, radar service terminated.
All right, can we get out of this guy's
advisory
airspace?
frequency
Look
now.
at that, though.
And altitude restrictions canceled. Thanks for the traffic today, sir. Have a great day. Aloha.
Look at that. Look at that volcano. Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
Speeding. Look at
Southwest
that.
357, proceed direct pulse on course.
Right volts on course, Southwest 357. Pulps on course.
FedEx 5 Lima Temp.
Hit the LNAV button. We don't want to screw that up.
Lima Tango, proceed
LNAV
across
VNAV
left
speed
on
8 for
Juliet,
15.
continue
We're cleaned up
taxi,
after
right.
takeoff. Checklist is
Cross
complete.
8
RTO's
left
off.
on Juliet and proceed to 8 right, FedEx 5 Lima Tango.
That is so awesome, though.
Southwest 2003, runway 8 left, line up and wait.
That's
Climb
default
rate,
scenery, man. The only add-on scenery I had right there was the Honolulu airport. Everything else is default, but there is a sim update for the Hawaiian Islands, so if you don't have that installed, it might not look
runway
that
left,
good.
taxi via Zulu and Alpha.
All right, let's turn down the sim a little bit here. There's 10,000 feet. We'll lower the nose,
Southwest
accelerate.
140, radar contact 1,800. Continue climb 15,000.
15,000 Southwest 40.
Before we get yelled at, let's go ahead and get the autopilot on. But to do that, I need to disconnect the yoke. Yoke is disconnected. Command
Southwest
A is
480, turn left,
engaged.
090.
Full screen cam is
090
up.
Southwest 40.
We're accelerating. Let's get our lights off. Yeah, I was 155 on departure. Rip. That's right. I just wanted to give it a little extra views. All right. Oh, we took off with the seatbelt sign off too.
Southwest 357, leaving my airspace, now center offline, radar service terminated. Frequency change approved to advisory and altitude restrictions canceled. Thanks for the traffic today, sir. Have a great day. Aloha.
Right off to 122.8. Thanks for the ATC. Sorry about that mix up there, Southwest 357.
No problem, sir. See you next time.
See ya. Whew. We are free, chat. We are free. Good God. All right. Next time you do a Hawaii stream, make sure, or next time you do a stream, make sure you actually read your PDC. There's a professional move. I was just assuming that Boeing had the proper departure on the ND there. Just LNAV it. Yeah, see you next time. No, that's not how he meant it, Vladimir. He meant it like this. See you next time. We'll read between the lines there. Let's keep it climbing up to flight level 210. 210 is set. Now I can push it? No? I thought you could push this. DNAV speed 210. Up we go. Alright. Altitude. Oh, is that what I need to do? Yeah, that's right. Speaking of CU Go buffs. Yeah, right. How do you move the VF speed label on the display? The VF speed label? I'm not sure what you were referencing there, my friend. Short flight up to 21,000 feet, though. Let's make sure everything is doing what it's supposed to be doing. We look good up top. Love that livery. I like this livery. Some people don't. I guess some people don't like it, huh? I think it looks pretty dang good. Doors may not be armed. Yeah, who knows? I'm not going to go check the doors visually on this one. We're going to just enjoy this climb out here. A genuine question about ATC. Do you call approach frequency as departure when you're switching from tower approach in the climb? Yeah, so it's the same person working approach and departure most likely, but you call them appropriate to what you're doing. So like that's another issue with this top-down, upside-down controlling. It's listed as Honolulu approach, but it's really, well, I see, it's under approach/departure. I guess they got to pick one. But yeah, it's departure on the way out and approach on the way in. Same as in real life. But on the radio box, yeah, it says Honolulu approach. I guess that means, I wish there was, well, there'd really be no way to make that show departure, I guess. Now, I think there are some airspaces that are extremely busy or more saturated that will actually have designated approach and departure controllers. But it's yeah, you'll notice that, like, if you're doing a turn, like we are too, or like when I do day turns, and you're flying in on approach or whatever, You hear, you know the controller's voice, and then on the way out, well, I'll talk to you on the way out, and then it's departure, good afternoon, Southwest 357, it's the same person. You got to pick the one, therefore mostly approach. Interesting. Have I ever flown a Boeing in real life? I've not flown a Boeing. Closest to a Boeing that I flew was an Embraer 190. That's the closest to the Boeing I ever got. CRJ needs an update. Yeah, CRJ's... We'll see. What I want to do is I really wish we could fly... See, flying this with the Fokker would be a lot of fun. Oops, I never hit standard. But, man, when there's controllers online, it's just way too much going on. Like, it wouldn't be a fun stream because I would have to literally just sit there and fly the F-28 and navigate and talk on the radio. Even flying this and streaming and talking on the radio is enough task saturation. But there's a really cool Hawaiian F-28 livery that like kind of makes it look like a DC-9 or a 717 rather. Can you get type rated privately? Yes, Oscar. As a matter of fact, Southwest used to require, back in the day, Southwest used to require all applicants be typed on the 737 before being eligible for an interview even. So that was always kind of an interesting thing when you interview somewhere else and they're like, hey, I see that you have a type rating on the 737 but you don't have any time. Were you trying to go to Southwest? Why didn't you go to Southwest? Are you going to stay here? What if we hire you and Southwest calls you? So it always made it for a little touchy on the interview with another operator when you were sitting with that 737 type rating, trying to get an interview with, say, Delta or United, something like that. Now everybody knew, but yeah, up until a few years ago, a 737 type rating was mandatory before you could even be eligible for an interview at Southwest. Approach because like this. Oh boy, here we go. McAllen's trying to explain this here. Yeah, we need multi-crew, Blackbird. You pick up the incoming traffic without a center. With departure, you already have the traffic from ground. It makes no sense, dude. My head hurts. McAllen, my head. I'm literally getting a headache trying to read that. We are headed to Hilo, right? Hilo, Hawaii? Hilo. Unload. Let me update the sim brief here. PHTO. Hilo International Airport. Hilo, Hawaii. PHTO, Hilo, yep. They've got 2 runways. We're going to set up for 2.6. That's the most standard. Let me just look at the weather here real quick. It should be 260 at 5. Perfect. We'll land on 2.6 for a visual approach. Man, that's some awesome views right there. Isn't John Travolta privately rated? He's privately rated on the... What does Travolta fly? Didn't he have a 707? I thought he had something bigger than a 7.5. I thought. I could be wrong. I thought it was a 707. Gotta say, Cap, the wing looks super mid versus the PMDG. Infian, no, I agree. 100% agree with you, Infian. I said this from day one. Like... Now, this one is actually, this view is not terrible. It depends greatly, Infian, on the lighting condition in the sim. Like, if you have a low light condition or the right sunlight angle in the sim, the wing doesn't look too bad, and it's pretty glossy. You know, there are a lot of these max wings that are nice and glossy. But texture-wise, I have definitely seen better with the wing. Now, there is... With that said, I did download a gold livery that's weathered, and the weathered livery with some wear on the flaps is the perfect amount of grime on the wing that makes it look better. So I don't know if it's a combination of the livery creators trying to juice up the wings a little bit. See, like in the sunlight, this looks a little flat to me too. It seems very dependent on the sun, but this looks very good to me right here. And like right here, like this just doesn't look, it looks kind of flat. So could it be better? Yes. I think they spent more time in the cockpit, which I can understand why. This is where we all fly from, right? I would say that where the PMDG's wing excels in some areas over the iFly, I think the iFly cockpit excels over the PMDG. just in texture quality, crispness of the textures. Yeah, Travolta. Oh, he donated the 707? Yeah, he hasn't flown in a while, right? That's crazy. Yeah, so it was a 707. Travolta has a private pilot's license, holds 11 jet type ratings, including the Boeing 747 Hawker 125 Lear, 24, 25, 36 British Vampire jet. What is a British Vampire jet? And the CL-41. What is a Vampire jet? I'm going to have to look that up. Is that the one that's like all flat with the British Vampire jet? Oh, wow. That's weird looking. That's crazy. Looks kind of like a fun airplane to fly. It's almost like a P-38 with jets. Thank you, Google. Exactly. Thank you, Google. Alright, did we reach top of climb? We're at 21. What's our climb in here? Progress page. We're going to just recruise it at 210. There we go. Looking good. And then our top of descent will be coming up here in just a little bit. So now we're going over Maui, right? I think Maui is down there off the left. There is a Maui scenery. I thought about doing Maui, but I didn't want to buy a new scenery just yet. That's the other thing, too. I'm like, I don't know if I want to buy all these new sceneries right before 24 drops. I'm not sure which ones will be compatible. Wow, you can see the windmills, though. Look at that. That is pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy, seeing windmills out of the window, and the windmills are moving. Come on, that is nuts. That's a beautiful shot, though. Yeah, if I could get my own type, I'd go 727. Definitely 727. Look at the blue roofs. Oh no, don't, we're not going down that. The blue roofs. Oh boy. I think we need to take a Learjet into Honolulu. Or Waikiki. I knew BombTech was going to chirp up. I knew it. I wonder how much a private type rating costs. Andre, it's dependent on the airplane. I think I actually priced out a 7.3 type back in the day because I was thinking about trying to get on with Southwest, and I want to say it was about $10,000, maybe $7,000, some $7,000 to $10,000. I think was the cost, depending on where you went. You shopped around a little bit. For some reason, 7,000 sticks out to me, and it was a very, it's a crash course. I think, what was it, Aerojet or Jet Aero? Somebody in Phoenix was doing them, where they tailored the program especially for Southwest guys wanting to do interviews. I can't think of the name now, but there was an outfit in Phoenix, same outfit really that they actually taught one of the 9/11 terrorists how to fly, ironically. Jeremy says, would you want to be a 727 FO or a captain type rating? Oh, I would want the... Well, so Jeremy, you would get typed... There's different ways, but generally, when you get typed, nowadays, they give you a PIC type rating. So, back in the old days, they would give you... You would basically have a type rating, but you had SIC privileges only. And they did this because you didn't do certain maneuvers in the sim or whatever. Now, it really depends on the company. But most of the time now, you get PIC typed out of the gate, even though you're going to be an FO. And then when you upgrade, you go through upgrade training. And then you obviously sit in the left seat. It's not a new type rating when you upgrade. But I remember at my regional outfit, they had just switched over to doing PIC types out of the gate. So everybody going through was PIC type. So you were doing Cat 3 auto land, captain procedures, and it was an extra work because you had to not only know all the first officer flows and checklists, but you had to use the captain flows and checklists, even though you weren't going to be a captain. You were just going on as an FO, right? A new hire. So it made you study more and a little extra work. But now with AQP, the Advanced Qualification Program, and training, that's different. So you don't have to do 2 sets of scenarios in the sim. You only have to do the right seat stuff, and you have to be paired with a captain when you go through. Before, when I got typed on the E190, it was just 2 new hires. It was me, never flown the Embraer before, and my sim partner, never flown the Embraer before, and we had a role play. So I role played captain when he was doing his type ride, and then we switched seats, and he role played captain while he was doing his type ride. And if the captain, if the guy role playing captain wasn't up to snuff, it actually made it harder for you in the right seat. So you really wanted to be proficient in both seats. And then once you went to the line, you just forgot everything that you did in the left seat. Approach the top of descent. We'll just set, it'll be a nice visual approach down here. We'll just set, let's set 10,000 for the initial. Then we'll just turn everything off and do a nice hand-flown Blackbird controls visual approach going into Hilo. Straight up visual. Maybe we'll turn the HUD on and just fly it. What do you learn in upgrade training? So a couple different things, Jeremy. What happens is, and I can only speak in my experiences, generally what happens first is you go to Captain Charm School. It's kind of a slang term for it, where you go and you do another HR style course where you kind of learn how to be a captain, right? Or you really shouldn't have to learn how to be a captain, but they give you examples and you talk about experiences, and that's kind of the best part of it, is the Captain Charm School, how to be a good leader, how to accept the responsibility, how to delegate responsibility, etc. And then after that, you go into the sim, and now you do your upgrade training, which is going to consist of things that you were not that you did not do from the right seat. So depending on the SOP of the airline, you may only have rejected takeoffs as a PIC maneuver. So it doesn't matter if it's the first officer's leg flying. The reason the captain's hands are on the thrust levers is because if there's an RTO, the captain will command the RTO. So you'll end up doing a lot of RTOs. You'll be doing V1 cuts, single engine procedures. You'll be doing Cat 3, anything that is SOP restricted to captain only. I remember on the reset jet on the Embraer, we would do we were only authorized to do Cat 2, and they were hand flown to touchdown. So it was we called it the monitored approach. Basically, the captain would be sitting there ready to take control, and then at minimums, or at 50 feet, the first officer either said runway, which at that point the captain said landing, autopilot off, and you flare and smash it into the runway, or it was no contact, go around, and the captain executed the go around. So being at upgrade training, then you were the one sitting in the left seat doing that landing at 50 feet. And I tell you what, you do a Cat 2 to 50 feet, and then you only see the runway at 50 feet, it's it's eye-opening how fast it happens. And when I say you smash it on, you smash it on. B1 and Jules roleplay. Do Southwest Hawaii island hop in real life? I believe they do, Scotty, too. I believe they do, yeah. Now, they used to. I don't know if they still do. I'm pretty sure they do inter-island ops. They might do like Honolulu to Maui, or Honolulu, Maui, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they still do. That's real competitive. Hawaiian Airlines out there, they pretty much own that market, right? All right, we're on our descent down to 10,000. Quick flight today, chat. Quick flight. We're going to do flaps 40 on this one. 138 is set. 110.7 and 259. $110.7 is set both sides, and 259 on the approach course. The inner island of the Aloha 73 lost the roof. Yeah, that was a 737-200, right? We had that livery in the Fly J. I missed the Fly J 73 Classic. Cat 2 landing sounds like a great stream. You know what, Josh? Maybe we should do a Cat 2. We'd have to do it in the Embraer. That's an airplane we haven't flown in a long time. You guys want to see the FSS E-Jets again? Maybe we can do an E-Jet inner island hop. Well, no, we'd have to go somewhere where there's low vis, and then do a legitimate Cat 2 approach, 50 feet, manual landing. We haven't flown the FSS birds in a long time. Need to get the Huey. Oh, Bondtech. Done. That's it. We're doing the Huey stream. I gotta take the... See, I took the kids to their stuff this morning, so I have the wife's car. I need to go bring it back to her. I would do a Huey stream after this. Flying around Hawaii in the Huey would be so much fun. Do you think gifted sceneries in 24 will be a game changer for streamers? What do you mean gifted sceneries? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I am interested about this whole streaming and streaming content. Like the up and down, the limit on the bandwidth is going to be insane for people who live stream because of the constant downloading and uploading. It's going to be pretty taxing. I really wish they didn't care at all about the size of the install. Like, just make it the same as 2020. Who cares? Download it, put it on your system. Until I'm proven wrong, that is my greatest concern for 2024, is this whole streaming service. I know you can download airplanes, I know you can download other things, but I don't know, man. Until I experience a flight, what if I'm doing a long haul and my internet cuts out? You know, halfway through. Does my sim just crash? How many times have we had server issues on stream where this thing is flashing? Offline, online, offline, online, offline, online. I don't know. Until I'm proven wrong, I'm concerned about that. Yeah, I don't care if it takes up 1 terabyte or more. I agree, Oscar. That's why I have so much space on my new rig. Because I was like, all right, give me a terabyte for 2020, give me a terabyte for 24, and give me a 2 terabyte drive for everything else. Tom says, likewise, I'm not the biggest fan of streaming service. Perhaps you can expand rolling cat. Yeah, maybe, Tom. I don't know, my man. I did a Hilo flight out of Honolulu. Gosh, we gotta do a Huey flight with the Moza Huey flight. Sunset. That would be pretty cool. All right. All right, y'all. We are getting back at it here. Again, I want to do a huge shout out to Blackbird Controls. Look at these. I mean, they're so tall. You can't even get them in the freaking image here. I did post a shorts video of these levers. There's some images on the website for Blackbird Controls showing how big they are actually compared to the real 737. Again, huge shout out to Blackbird for making great products. It's a new company made in the USA, and this is what we needed for the Honeycomb Bravo, because the Honeycomb Bravo mods market has definitely become oversaturated with low quality, overpriced mods, and Blackbird is making a difference. I've got the 727 and the 737 now, and I believe he's got more products in the lineup. So again, shout out to Blackbird Controls. Thank you again, my friend. If you guys are curious, if you're watching this on replay, the link is in the description, or you can click the pin message up at the top. And this worked out perfectly, because right now, until the iFly gets the auto throttle lockout function working, this is pretty much how I'm going to have to fly it. So Get a little speed brake action in here. We'll slow it down. We'll get our lights on. Let's have ourselves a juice landing. Let's get on Unicom. I think I'm on 2285. I just saw that. I think I'm going to change that. 22.8. There we go. 22.8. 22.8 is set. Let's just see if we can get down below this layer. Let's do a flight level change down to 4,000. 4,000 level change, 250 on the speed. Here we go. Speed brakes are out. Hilo traffic, Southwest 357, about 20 miles to the northeast. Descending to 4,000, visual approach, runway 26, Hilo traffic. Yeah, you can also drop into the V1 Discord and ask Blackbird for any questions. Yeah, Blackbird controls in the Discord. Matter of fact, I'm going to carve out a Blackbird control section, similar to how we have a Fragtalities corner. All you guys that use a lot of the Fragtality stuff, whether it's dynamic LOD or what is that thing called? The little panels with the buttons and stuff. I know he does a lot of work with that. BombTech, you didn't get the Bravo because the company's in disarray. Hey, you got to get the Bravo though, man. Get the Bravo, even if the company's in disarray. I would not recommend the honeycomb yoke. Mine was not the greatest, but the Bravo has been solid. Matter of fact, Fly Navy, he actually bought the levers before he got a Bravo. Pretty wild. We'll have 2 replays to watch, so that'll be exciting. Let me go ahead and get the second replay up and ready to go. And let me get G's up and running. We forgot G's on the last one. Alright, recording is ready. G's is ready as well. Punch through this little layer here. Outside air temp is 23, so we don't need engine and ice. A little bit bright here on the display. Oh, they just pick up a rain cloud or something? Look at this. There we go. Min fuel? No, we're 4.3. We're getting close. Let's go ahead and set ourselves up for vectors. Make a heading 150. Heading select. Let's come here, legs page. Let's extend the line off of Seekbog here. 259, execute. Might have to change that. There's Hilo Airport right there. Let's continue descent down to 2,000. Keep it idle, speed brakes out. Diving, driving. What did we extend here? Is that a hole? What's inside of Seekbog? Let's do Waikik 261 execute. There we go. Alright, start the turn. Hilo traffic, Southwest 357, entering right down the runway 26, Hilo. We'll slow to 210. I'm also going to get the yoke set up. Reconnect the yoke here. And we're going to hand fly all the way in. And you can see once I connect the yoke, autopilot stops doing autopilot things. So let's go ahead and turn the flight directors off. Birds on. There's 2,000 feet. Let's go ahead and level off at 2,000. What's our ref speed? The ref is 138, so we'll call it 143. I'm going to go auto throttle off. I'm going to bug 143. We'll just hand fly this approach down. Yeah, see, in flight, my flap sounds are really, really, really quiet. I don't know what that's all about. Flaps 5, get back up to 2,000. Slow to about 180 knots here. We'll go out here a little bit because we're still above that glide slope. Let's go flaps 15. Turn it in. Hilo traffic, Southwest 357, turn in right base, runway 26, Hilo. 2,000 is set for the go-around. Auto brakes off, we'll arm the speed brakes. It's gonna be a tight turn here. We'll overshoot a little bit, I think. That's alright. Recenter ourselves here. Should have plenty of time on final. Vector through the localizer. Wow, that's disorienting. That is disorienting. That looks like that wing is up, doesn't it? What?
Bank angle.
Hold
Bank
on.
Angle.
I'm getting disoriented. Is the reflection reversed? The reflection's reversed out that window. That is so trippy. That's right. That's got to be reversed. We're in a right bank. Look, I almost crashed the airplane every time I look at that reflection. What? That was weird. Look at that. Yeah, the reflection, it's not reversed. It's just, wow. That's why you don't fly from window view. Let's go ahead and get the gear down. All right, let's get back on the final approach course here too. Little S turn here. Hilo traffic Southwest 357 on final, runway 26. Hilo. Alright. That was a wild, I'm still messed up from looking at that. Alright, we're slowing to 143, flaps 40. We're doing a full flap on this one. Look at that, flap 40 juice is looking good. Recording is on, flaps are down, gears down, speed brake armed. 143 on the speed. Now, because I don't have the flight director on, it won't give me the donut on this, right? If I go flight director and approach, there we go. Let's see. If you guys love the HUD. I feel like the HUD is almost, that donut is really jittery.
1,000.
Well, I refer to that thing right there, that little donut where you put the flight path marker on. Dude, AJ, if you saw VR at reflection, yeah, that's yeah. And a motion rig, you'd lose it, man.
Approaching 26.
All right, I'm gonna try to fly the HUD on this one. See, I feel like that's wrong. I don't know if I believe the HUD. That's my problem with flying that. I'm going to try to fly it. I'm going to try to fly the HUD. I don't believe it, though. See how it's like super wobbly? I feel like that HUD is not... I can't do it. That doesn't seem right. Look outside. 2 whites, 2 reds. A little fast correcting. Hair high here. Looking at the pappies.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10,
Oh, yeah. That was butter. That was 100% legal. Get out of here, AJ. That was 100% legal, my man. What are you guys talking about? That touchdown zone was way... You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy if you think that was not legal. No Foqua. Get out of here. You guys are crazy. Stop the recording. Where are we going? Where's the terminal? Go to the right. That was juice. Not legal. What was that? 125 and a 1.05 G? Oh yeah. I'm a professional Boeing driver, y'all. The call in the field is not legal? Did you guys not see the touchdown zone lights? The touchdown zone is illuminated. You guys are all trolls. You know that? These are all trolls. A Zach Wilson butter. Jeez. We shall see. Who wants to bet me? Who wants to bet me on this one here? VFAA says 100% legal. Okay, Keith 6 says it's legal. Look at that 7. We're going to go park next to that 7-4. I don't care what anybody says. If you want to start with the challenge flag. Ooh, Bill's Mafia is ready for a bet. Okay. Bill's Mafia, how about a $25 super chat that it's legal? If it's not legal, I will then owe you $50 because I still owe you $25. What do you say, Bill's Mafia? What's the challenge right here? What is Emerald Harbored Air? Are you kidding me? What a blast from the past. Look at that 748. Oh, now you're too scared, Bill's Mafia, huh? You scared? You don't want to do the bet now, huh? It's okay to be scared. Burp. All right. Brakes are set. No, they're not. Okay. There we go. Brakes are set now. I think somebody's on final, right? Oh yeah, somebody's on final. Let's watch this landing. And then we're gonna see we're gonna leave the engines running. And then we're gonna see how legal we were. You guys think I'm not legal is crazy. This is not the end of the touchdown zone. Okay? The touchdown zone, look at the lights. Do you guys see the lights? This is the touchdown zone all the way to here. This is the end of the touchdown zone. You guys are all on crack if you think that was an illegal landing. Brakes are set. No, they're not. We'll see the difference is with the Bravo. I have to actually I don't know. I have to click and hold on my other Quadrant. I have an actual brake lever. Dude, that guy's out like 72 miles out there. It's gonna take forever to get in here. I think that yeah, that looks pretty good. Dude, this guy's gonna take forever. This must be zippy on a 30-mile final. What, do you find a space shuttle out there? This dude's on a space shuttle approach. If the landing was illegal, you owe us another leg. Okay. Yeah, Blackbird Controls says, I buttered 2 landings. I did. Having precise throttle control is a big difference. Big, big difference. Matter of fact, let me pull one off while we're waiting. I'm going to show you guys. So, let's see if I can get this in the frame here. One lever. Here is the default lever. I can't even get it in the frame. Like, that's one lever. There's the reverser. I mean, the default lever is about as big as the reverse lever. Craziness. But you can see here on the bottom, it connects to 2 pegs on your Bravo. So you almost get like extra, I don't want to say extra resistance, but I guess you kind of are, because you're moving 2 sets of arms on this Bravo. Adds a little bit more of that, just more solid feel. Yeah, they're the same size as the real deal throttles. Yep, they are 100% real
Hilo
size.
traffic, 246. Oh no, right base runway 26. Hilo traffic.
All right, here we go. Here comes our first A319 20 Philippines. Ooh. Okay, that looked like a butter right there. That was a butter. That was a really good landing right there. That was really good. We got one more guy. Oh, we got 2 more on file. How many Southwests we have out here? We got all kinds of people out here. Let me slow the camera down. We might as well do some plane spotting. You know what I forgot to do and I kind of wanted to do is I wanted to do the long haul, like a plane spotting for across the pond. Yeah, that was
Hilo
definitely
traffic
legal.
246, doing a left 360 on final for spacing. Hilo traffic.
Someone's doing a left 360. I can't see him when I zoom in, but speaking of, I need to disconnect the yoke here for replay, or else it'll go bonkers. I'm gonna disconnect you. I think we need to get big in her with the chains for V1's touchdown. Can you show the 7.2 and 7.3 next to each other? The 7.2, well, I don't have enough space. The 7.2 is a little bit shorter. It's about half an inch shorter than the 7.3, I would say. But obviously it's got the Toga button there, once the single go around button there, and the base is different. So because this takes up 3, you'll have 3 of these, 1, 2, 3. So this is a single pin attachment, I guess, and then but each 7.3 is 2. But it's almost the same size, same high quality material. It's definitely built way better than some. I mean, just look at the reverse action on this. A nice tactile click. I mean, it's so much better than some other ones I have, where they literally are just flopping. Like the reverser levers are just flop around. They just like flop, flop, flop. Uh-oh, Miss V1's in the chat. See, I need to bring her car back. You guys need to hurry up and land, because I have Mrs. V1's car here. I got to bring it back to her. All right, let's see what this guy does here. We got a Southwest on final. All right. Look at the lights. The lights look really good. Oh, rotation wasn't fast enough. That still looked pretty good. That looked pretty good. I got to turn up the rotation speed of the camera. We got one more coming in, I think. Let me turn up rotation speed. What is this? Oh, we got an MD-11. Oh, we got an MD-11 on final, chat. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How about a freight run from Anchorage to SFO in the 7.2? Ooh, Flying Tigers. Donald, that sounds like a great flight. It does not have a reverse axis because, unfortunately, the Bravo is the limiting factor on that. The Bravo only triggers it as a button. It's not a full reverse axis. Oh my gosh, that was a smasher. Oh, and he bounced it. And he's back airborne. Oh. 2 for the price of 1. Yeah, we're going to watch the replay right now. That guy smashed. It was a kablamo. All right, is that everybody? And then we got one more out there.
Nope, it was a go around. The Southwest is still on the runway.
I don't know. That looked like a bounce to me. Four minutes.
What now the bounce?
Hilo traffic, Cactus 246, we're 6 miles out. Runway 26, Hilo traffic.
All right, we got a space shuttle 6 mile final. Space shuttle 6 mile final. I gotta pee, so we need to hurry it up here. We got 2 replays to watch. What was my landing again? 125, 1.05 G. Beautiful. Make sure Miss V1 knows we appreciate her kindness of letting you come hang out with us. Yeah. That up. Well, see, here's the thing. I need to go and bring the car back so she can go get the kids and I can go fishing. If I'm here too much longer, I'm going to have to go get the kids. Juneau, I don't know if we've gone to Juneau yet in the sim. Have we done Juneau? I know we did Anchorage. He gave you the flush for a reason. That's true, Jared. We could use the lav on the iFly. You're absolutely right. Alright, this guy needs to speed it up here. Let's give him some...
Hilo traffic, Cactus 246 is an Airbus 319, short final, runway 26, Hilo.
/ space shuttle. I was trying to log into the music, but I forget my password. Gosh dang it. There we go. Dramatical. No pressure. Did I miss everything? AFO, unfortunately you did, my man. We are wrapping it up right now. Bill's Mafia, get out of here. Why did Randy get deleted by Nightbot? Oh, because you tried to do a link. It's all good. He said, nice freeware Juneau. I'll have to check it out, Randy. Sounds like V1 needs one of those little Johns from Sporties. Alright, no pressure. No pressure. Yeah, this is IVO Premium. You can do comms. Oh, he's sweating. You can see those wings rocking. Winds are calm. It's already high. Oh, man. Ooh, kablamo! Kablamo! Perfect timing. That was actually pretty good.
Might have felt that one.
That was definitely a kablamo. 110%. I felt it. All right, let's watch these replays. I'm going to leave this camera here, actually. So I'm going to return it around. And let's disconnect from my Veo Premium. Let's unlock the camera. Let's go back to our airplane. Let's launch the replay. We'll watch this one first since y'all want to bet me. Say that I can't land here in the touchdown zone. We'll see. Flaps are coming out. Let's see what we did here.
$1,000.
Approaching 2.
I'm going to run the time back just a little bit so when we landed so we could see the lights. Actually, probably more juice to do a sunrise landing. Let's see what it would look like. Sunrise. A little more juicy lighting condition. All right. Do you guys see the touchdown zone now?
200.
Do you see the touchdown zone? Let's see. Flaps 40 looking juice as ever out there. Let me arm the speed brakes.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Juice. Oh man, that's so juice. That's so smooth. Touchdown zone all the way. Let's go back. Touchdown zone all the way. Boom. Look at that. See? The touchdown zone goes all the way there, and even still, the airplane is still over the touchdown marks. The touchdown zone goes all the way to the end. Look it up. Do I have to give you guys a lesson in airport lighting? Consult your far aim. Runway touchdown zone lighting. Touchdown zone lights are installed on precision runway approaches to indicate the touchdown zone when landing under adverse visibility conditions. That was a butter, man. I don't care what you say. That was an absolute butterfest. Where are my spoilers? I guess I gotta do it manually. By that logic, the threshold is legal. Well, technically, the threshold is legal. You talk about landing like on the threshold marks. Yeah, that it's short, but that is legal. In fact, during flight training, when we pick short runway operations or we practice that, I would say, hey, you need to touch down on the threshold or touch down on the numbers. This is an improper runway marking here. This is a freeware scenery. The 26 should be up here.
50,
but
40,
this whole stretch
30, 20,
is touchdown zone.
10.
Whole stretch is touchdown zone. Get out of here with the illegal. Oh, that was such a butter too. Such a butter. It doesn't matter if it is or isn't low vis ops. The touchdown zone doesn't change. All you guys out here. All right, let's load up the other one. Let's watch one more. Actually, let's watch one more from the touchdown zone cam because we have the camera out there. Let's watch this one. Then we'll load up the one into Honolulu where we didn't have G's on. Freeware lighting is incorrect. Hey, if the freeware lighting is incorrect, that's fine. But I still landed in the touchdown zone with the lighting as it is. Offsides on the touchdown zone, 10-yard penalty, $10,000 fine. Look at this. Shh. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Let's reset this drone cam. Let's go back in here. Let's pause it. We'll stop it. We'll load the other one. We're going to go into the dirt here for a second. What was it? Honolulu. Did I not save it? Oh, there it is. There we go. I know I saved it. There we go.
Caution on
We gotta let it reload. That's because the reversers were full out. Scotty2, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, man. Appreciate you. Getting some extra members in here in the chat just before we shut her down. Appreciate you, Scotty2. Very kind of you, man. Let Honolulu load in. This one was a flaps 30 landing, so let me configure flaps 30 is set. Airplane slowing down. Let's run it forward.
2,500, 1,500.
Approaching.
Approaching. All the old ladies will be calling you handsome boy during deboarding after that one, sir. Hey, I haven't heard boy in a long time, but I think I'm getting older, man. It has happened though. I got socks older than you, boy. Get the hell off my airplane. Ooh, G says 134 on that one. That also looked pretty juice. That looked pretty good. Let's try that again. So I guess on the iFly I gotta like re-stow them now? Yeah, I guess I gotta re-stow everything for replay. This was a more standard flaps 30. Hold it off. Oh man. It's the Blackbird levers. It's the Blackbird levers. If you guys are struggling to land, you need some Blackbird levers. Confirmed. Is that the Hawaii one? It's the Awana one. Yeah. Awana one, I believe. Alright, y'all. That's it. That's all she wrote. I'm going to end it there. Guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out, hitting the like button. Smash that like button. 373 likes. You guys are awesome. The Mua one. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you. Okay. That's a wrap. I gotta go hit the lav. Not the Boris lav here on the iFly. The real one. I am debt free. Hey, we were legal. Y'all trying to say I was illegal there. I'm ready to take another bet. I think Bill's Mafia technically owes me $25 because he said he wanted to bet, but then he turned it down. I don't know. I have to hit the replay on that. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me this afternoon, this morning. Hope you enjoyed a little Southwest Ops. Again, shout out Blackbird Control 737. You were awesome. Thank you, man, for the support. That's it. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. Then I'm off to work for 3 days, man. It's a 3-day trip. I haven't done a 3-day trip in a long time. So I probably won't see you until next week. So until then, keep the screenshots coming in the Discord. Have a good weekend. Have a good rest of the week. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'm B1. See ya.